Dear chess friends, welcome to the live broadcast of the 8th round of the World Youth Under-16 Chess Olympiad. Okay, today, before we start the commentary of the games, let's see the standings after the 7th round.
So, Azerbaijan is the sole leader of the tournament after the 7th round, as they scored 13 points out of 7 rounds, and they are followed by Kazakhstan, Ukraine and Uzbekistan by 11 points, so margin is 2 points. And also Belarus, Armenia and Colombia has 10 points, and they are sharing the 5th, 6th and the 7th place.
Yes, so as you can see, after the standings, Azerbaijan is leading with 2 points difference. So today, but they are facing a strong team, Ukraine. Because Ukraine on the first board, Platon Galperin, international master, is playing. On the second board, Vladislav Larkin, strong FIDE master, Yulian Malavanyo, a strong FIDE master, and also another FIDE master, Danilo Mosesov. Okay, we start with the first board. Muhammed Muratlı from Azerbaijan, international master, is playing versus Platon Galperin. Yes, this is the position on the board. The King's Indian defense. Galperin played against Muratlı. The classical system, I was going to say, but bishop e2, bishop e3. This type of actually move order is a little bit strange. Usually bishop e2, after bishop e2, if you want to play Arab system, you play bishop g5
directly.
But here, this bishop e3 actually is a little bit strange move order, as we saw. Sometimes g4 has been played after this bishop e3, bishop e2 system, and sometimes, of course, maybe when you look at this position, it's in a way white waits for black to put his knight on d7 or c6, or is he going to play e5 or maybe c6. So maybe in order, after knight c6, white changes his idea and he plays knight f3, because after e5, maybe this will be some sort of classical King's Indian. So maybe this is what he wants. Knight g4 is interesting, attacking the bishop because h3 is not played. And black actually wants to use this attack because h3 is missing from white side. Bishop g5, h3, and bishop h4. So white doesn't mind that actually that he can go to this. Actually, not the bishop is not anymore on this diagonal, but on this diagonal. So in order to attack the king side, this bishop needed usually on the c1, h6 diagonal. But if you want to play more positional game, so to control this e7, d8 square, making the pressure on e5 at some point after bishop g3, usually the bishop goes to this diagonal. Okay, g5 maybe a little bit weakening the king side.
Actually, all those moves are played recently.
E5. They are all played?
Yes, there are games at that point with d5 and let me check, with also d takes e5. d5 is played in the game.
Okay, d5 and knight d4.
d5 and knight d4, yes, they also play knight d4, takes,
knight b5.
And knight b5, yes.
It's all theory, before played, yes.
Knight f6 is also theory.
Yes, now white is thinking. What do you think? What's this position?
You know, the position is appearing from the game Lucas van Forest versus Maurice Schippers. In 2017, they played such a game, and white played f3. Van Forest was close to be a grandmaster on that day. Actually, he's now 2,600 or so. His opponent won against him, and actually, you know, if either white plays d5 or not, black won both games. There are 2 games in the database in which one preferred to take on d5 and the second played d5, but both games were won by white.
By what?
By black, sorry.
It's interesting, actually, information. Black has won 2 games in this actually line. Okay, let's see how he won. Yeah, after f3.
f3, knight h5. You know, black
Yes.
is really dynamic. Bishop f2
Yes.
and c5.
Okay, knight f4 is not played. Okay, c5.
dc, bc, en passant, bc. Knight d4, c5. Knight f5, bishop takes f5, ef5. And black played knight f4, white castled, and rook e8. Bishop d3, knight takes d3, queen takes c3, bishop takes b2.
Rook where?
Rook a d1, and bishop e5. Bishop g3, bishop d4 check, bishop f2, bishop e5, bishop g3. Actually, this seems to be a draw.
But
I don't know.
they made draw?
But no, white actually tried to force the position after bishop d4 check, and he played king h1. Bishop
Now
d4
it's
check.
white who changed the move. Huh?
So he played f3 as well.
Okay. So maybe why actually after bishop d4,
King h1, queen d7,
maybe 7,
rook e4. No, rook is where?
rook f e1.
Rook f e1, rook b8, rook e4. Rook takes e4, queen takes e4, rook e8, queen g4, queen a4. And f4, probably a mistake because there's rook to e4, h4, king f8, rook b1,
Why not take?
hg, and you cannot take on hy because d1 is hanging.
Yes.
Rook b1, queen a2, rook f8, rook b8, okay, rook b8, rook e8, rook takes e8, king takes e8, fg5, queen b1 check, king h2, queen b1 check,
And
king
it's
h2, queen
no.
g1, king h3, queen bishop here, bishop e5, yes, queen e4, queen takes queen e4 is
What?
queen e4.
Oh,
After
G3
g3,
not
queen
was-
f1.
was made.
He lost.
So he lost.
He forced the position
yes.
and lost.
So yeah, probably this was not a good play from white side. Who was white? Forrest
Forrest
Well,
lost
lost like.
against the lower rated opponent, like the opponent was 2,300.
And also I was wondering here after knight f4. Wait a minute. Instead of c5, why not first knight f4?
Probably castling as same.
Cancel.
It may transpose that. And c5.
There's some kind of also d3 and takes everything and bishop takes b2.
Very similar line.
I can take on e2, but maybe this bishop on e2 not so, I mean, good piece. That's the problem here. Maybe that's why c5. Well, actually, this probably doesn't give white too much. I mean, let's say initiative, because black has many resources in this line. You know.
Like activated
After
these
c5,
pieces.
the pieces are very active, so it's not so easy for white to get something. An advantage, if you look at this position, maybe at first sight it looks like an advantage, but after c5 or knight h5, knight f4, black equalizes. So after f3, he thinks now what to play. Okay, c5 or knight h5, maybe he's going to play one of these moves. What about the second game? Let's see to the second game. Vladislav Larkin, FIDE master from Ukraine, is playing versus Aydin Süleymanlı, international master from Azerbaijan. Okay, let's go to this game now. Okay, they changed all these pieces. This is queenless middle
This
game.
is London.
Yeah, London system again.
Classical move.
Bishop f5 this time.
This is the correct move against knight d2.
correct move.
Yes, this
Because
there-
bishop d3 not played, you mean?
Also, you know, you cannot play queen b6 right now because after queen b3, c4.
Where queen b6?
For example, black usually plays queen b6 in this type of variation, but there is not because, you know, there's a little difference.
Here?
Here queen b6,
Yes.
queen b3, c4, and queen c2.
Mhm.
There's no bishop f5.
You can take.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
He just refrained from knight f3 and
Ah,
played
yes,
knight f2.
yes.
That's why he played bishop f5 first.
Yes, yes. So this is, but not correct, but I don't know if the best or not. Knight h4, now he's taking this bishop.
You know, this is also coming into the consideration, but black probably missed the h6 move. You know, he needed to play h6 at some point.
Maybe. Okay, so this is the last position. What do you say about this position?
Typical London position, but I particularly like.
Is there any problem for black?
I think so. G4. Is this a problem? White's having a G4 idea.
G4. Whose turn is this? H3. Now maybe if I can play what, let's say, bishop d6. Will I change this bishop? What do you play about bishop d6?
Actually, you know, we have a theoretical game in this position.
In this, really? Let's see. Where starts where? Here.
It starts on the point yes,
C4.
C4, queen takes b6, ab6, knight a5, f5, ef5, a3, b5, rook b1 is also a theoretical move.
Rook a7.
Rook a7 is a new move. This is a game versus Pakleza versus Simacek. White won the game after black played king d7 instead of rook a7. A really similar idea.
Yes.
King d7, bishop
yeah.
e2, bishop d6, same idea
Yes.
you pointed out, bishop d6, bishop g5, knight e4, knight takes e4, fe4, f3, h6, bishop h4, and f5, fe and d. After you take with fe, there's bishop g4 check, and castles, f files, and bishop e6 idea, d4, castles, rook f8, now rook f8, h, and white strikes back with b3, rook a3, bc4, rook c, bc4, rook c3, and c5, probably rook c3, c5, c5, bishop e7 and bishop f2, b4, rook fd1, rook a8, and bishop b5.
Who is winning this?
White is winning. King c8, h4, rook a2, and bishop e1, rook c2, bishop f1, f4, and d5. And black took on e3, but probably this is just wrong. Yes, because there is the
If knight e4
problem
maybe takes
ef4. I know why. Bishop c5 check. Why not?
Yes, why not?
King h1. Actually, black's position was better in the game, and he played something else and lost. Okay, so we are returning to the actual game. They played a little bit more.
Here.
No, this is a way back. You know, he played rook a7 instead of king d7.
Ah, in the game. Okay.
In the game.
Okay, we go back to the game. They didn't play such kind of things.
Instead of king d7, he played rook a7. Yes. Okay, this is so. Rook b1 and rook a7.
Bishop e2, king d6, h3, bishop d6 has not played. Maybe. Let's see the move. Not played. Yeah, bishop d6.
He played bishop e7. No.
Bishop
What to
d6.
play? Bishop d6.
Yes.
And white played something else.
White played. What did he play? I don't see anything. Do you see something?
They are playing really fast. You know, he plays some g6, And he's also playing something, bishop takes d6, and
Or maybe he played bishop e1, bishop c2.
probably.
Maybe we missed this move. Bishop e1.
h5, h5,
h5, bishop c2,
g6, bishop d6.
bishop d6, king d6. Playing very fast. I don't understand why they play so fast.
f3, king f2, with the idea of e4 or something.
He prepared this line so, I mean, well. But for example, I will think about h4 now. I don't know. Maybe this h4 is a good move. Because now
You know, this is a really typical.
e4 takes.
I think white is
Can
better.
I play this? Nobody. There is this rook e8.
But why do I need to play e4 directly?
So you will not play.
Yes, I will play
Maybe
probably
king
king
f2
f2 first.
First king f2.
Because rook a7 is
Yes.
not the
Sure.
ideal
Maybe
piece.
now here.
Rook he1
he1.
and play e4.
Let's see this.
And white is seemingly better due to the pawns on light squares.
Mhm.
But rook a to e7 or so. You know, this is a typical London endgame. Probably black, white is prepared for the ideas, for not the moves. There is the idea f3, king f2. White always.
So white probably, I mean, maybe h4 is not such a good move.
Probably
So white's plan is to play e4, and then with the bishop versus knight, he will have better chances because these pawns are all
On the light squares.
in light squares, and also they are fixed. You cannot move. Also these pawns. Maybe you just play this move, but I don't think black will lose this ending. It's so hard to win this ending, you know. Maybe some slight advantage for white. Okay, so we'll see. Let's go to the third board. Ahmet Ahmadzada is playing on the third board versus Yulian Malavany, FIDE master. This is also probably some kind of
Chigori? Type of Chigori.
Type of Chigorin with bishop f4, bishop g4, e3.
You know, the final position is also a theoretic one. There are
Really?
games from.
Let's see.
Let's see such games. I'm checking. One game draw is Robert Hübner against Suneberg Hansen in 2003. Another game, Aurelian Dunis versus Alexander Karpachev. And there's one game against.
Karpachev.
And
I played with him
oh,
in one of the Izmir Open. I beat him. Long time ago.
there's a recent game between two Chinese players, Hing Yu Yuan versus Ye Rongguang.
Who?
King Yu Yuan is 2,400 or so.
When they played?
2017. We may check it. This game.
Yeah, sure.
C4, black played A6, A3, A3. Knight F5, Bishop D6, Queen D6, Knight F5, Bishop D6, Queen D6, H3, Bishop F3, Queen F3, Knight H4, Queen G4, Knight G6, Bishop D3, F5, Queen H5, and castles queenside.
This is strange.
And after C5, white probably took an advantage. C5, actually, white played really nice. Queen E7 and F4. You know, after F4, there is no attack for.
But the problem with this, I mean, opening from black side, it's very dangerous to castle long.
Indeed.
Look at the king side, queen side. I mean, B4. He's ready to attack with B4, B5, and I don't know what are you going to do with this position. Maybe Queen H4.
Yes, exactly.
You want to exchange the queens because
F2.
it's very dangerous. But still, looks like white is better because of the queen side, you know, initiative here after B4.
Actually, white played in both flanks in the game. You know, this is a
Yes.
long game. We
G4,
don't need to-
B4, all
Yeah,
these
he
pawn
played
breaks.
G4.
Yes, looks like white has the initiative because the pawn breaks is in white's favor.
Definitely.
So white has won this.
Yes.
Okay, interesting game. But what I didn't like here, this long castle. After taking knight G6, this is also looks a little bit dubious. Knight on F5, actually H4, G6. Maybe Bishop D3 was the problem. Bishop D3. He could have castle short after Bishop D3. Maybe something like, I don't know.
Actually,
Going back.
in the game, black castle short. We have a couple of moves.
Which game?
In the actual game, Moldavani game.
Yeah, so this is normal.
Yes, instead of A6, he castled.
Yeah, castle is also normal.
Castles also inside in the theory. You know, castles is the most frequently played move.
Yes.
After castles, what did white play?
What?
Bishop E2 or so. And here?
Here he played something.
Bishop E2
I think he played Bishop D3.
or Bishop D3.
Yes.
Yes, Bishop D3. Let me check. So, castles, Bishop D3. Bishop D3 is the new move. Previously they played CD5 and Bishop E2. In CD5, black won again against Branimir Vulicevic against Dragan Petrovic in Yugoslavia.
CD5.
CD5, probably it is not a good move because after ED5, Bishop E2, black played F5 with a quick attack F5, F4, and
Yes,
E1.
this is actually giving black the initiative because of the, there is no more tension in the center. This is important, while you have, if you fix the center, then black will be much easily attacked on the king side. But if you have this pressure, it's not so easy to attack. Okay, so
Bishop D3 castles.
Bishop D3 castle
H6.
H6 and white castled.
No, white
not
is
yet.
thinking. After Bishop E2 or Bishop D3, black usually took on C4. By the C4, knight C4, Bishop B4 check.
Yes.
Did he play? No.
No, white is no.
Instead of
H6,
H6, instead of H6.
D takes H4 is better idea.
Knight C4, Bishop B4 check.
Knight C4, yes, actually.
They used to play it like
looks
that.
Like a good idea actually. What to play with now? King E2.
The reason for playing Bishop E2 was after Bishop B4 check, black could able to play Knight to D2, F to D2. If Bishop was an E2,
Yes.
Knight F2 to D2, it was
That is the
possible.
problem.
That's why
Yeah,
Dr.
maybe
Himmler
there is
played.
also pressure on this diagram. So after exchanging everything with some slight advantage for white. Okay, so we'll see about this game. Let's go to the fourth board of this important match, Azerbaijan versus Ukraine. On the fourth board, Danilo Mosesov with white pieces, FIDE master from Ukraine, is playing against another FIDE master, Bugar Manafov from Azerbaijan, Mosesov Manafov. Bishop B4, okay, Queen's Indian with the check. This is also a long time ago was very popular.
The Bogoliubov variation.
Bogoliubov variation. Korshnoy was one of the supporters of this line.
As black?
Yes, as black. Knight E4. Not, of course, he didn't play like this. This is a bit strange looking, but this is now transposes to some stonewall step setup.
Actually, at move 7, after Bishop F4, black just played a novelty variation after Bishop F4, yes. Black used to play C5.
Here.
In the game Belil San Aaron versus Alejandro Ramirez. Ramirez was a grandmaster at that time. And he played C5. This is the usual approach to the position. CD5, ED5, E3, and B6. And white played Bishop B8. Bishop takes b8. Oh. Interesting decision. And after knight e5, yes, queen c7, bishop b5 check. Black comfortably played king f8 and g6, king g7, and went on to the win with the bishop pair.
Yeah. So this looked dubious, this opening choice,
c5.
especially with this white's taking on b8, and this bishop usually is more valuable than this knight on b8.
Obviously.
And also as a principle, if you exchange one of the developed pieces with one of your opponent's undeveloped piece, it looks like you are giving a tempi to your opponent, because this piece is not developed, but now he is developing without even moving it, because you are exchanging it with your developed bishop and also with your good bishop, who is very effective on the black actual squares. So this idea of exchange, who was white?
He was a player around 2200.
No, this is the problem. Yes. So it was he was not a so very strong player. He was around 2200. Usually, as I was speaking with you, Kasparov says the real chess players are the ones who know where to put the pieces. So also we can just interpret like this: the real chess players are the ones who know which one to exchange, which one not to keep in the board.
Yes,
yes. Also this is another important thing.
And Malovany, or who was the opponent, Lugarmanov played c6. We have the position as a novel position.
Here now, bishop d6.
I don't know what he played, I don't know.
Bishop h5 has been played here. h5.
h5 and it's black's move.
Yeah, this is now black's move. Ismail, can we see the board?
Or white's move, yes. Black plays something else. Maybe knight to d7.
Most, yeah.
Maybe knight to d7.
Knight to d7. Knight d7, okay, that's logical.
And white plays something.
Maybe bishop b2, knight e5.
Probably bishop b2.
Okay,
it's early for knight e5.
Yes. Maybe after knight f6, let's say.
Knight e5.
Knight e5.
And white wants to play g4, I think.
Or maybe f3.
More is dependent. Maybe first f3 and g4 is even better, because
yes,
f4,
yes.
g5.
But still, if you are playing such kind of, variation, you have to also think where you are going to castle.
Probably there's
long castle.
King stays better on the center, I guess, because center is closed.
You keep the king in the center, but then you will not have the connection between the rooks, and you want to most probably transfer your rook on a1 to the king side, because after f3 you want to attack probably with g4 or something. I think in this line maybe you have to castle long.
At some moment.
Yeah, at some moment, yes.
But you need to wait for the most appropriate moment.
Yes.
You do not.
Well, of course, this will be very double-edged game, because if they castle on the opposite sides, so it gives this attacking chances for the both sides. Whoever opens the lines first will get the initiative in this case. So probably this will be also a very interesting game, because now the problem is that Ukraine, if you look at the ratings, they are underrated considering the Azerbaijan team. So when you are underrated, you have lower elo than your opponent. Sometimes you think like, okay, maybe his positional understanding is better than me, but if I attack, so we will be equal. So it's better to attack than waiting. Defending. In such kind of cases. So maybe we can think that here Mosesov, with white, who is playing with white pieces, would like to attack, you know, and also they are expecting maybe from the whites, I mean, players to win, you know, because usually in the team competitions, the ones who are playing with white pieces, they are supposed to play to win, you know, and the black ones usually draw. So it's in a team competition, of course.
Exactly.
So the team competition strategy is always different than the individual competitions. Okay, so maybe
we can move to the Armenia versus Kazakhstan.
Yeah, Armenia versus Kazakhstan, also a very important match because Armenia has now 10 points and Kazakhstan has 11 points. So Kazakhstan is on the second place. In case of a defeat from Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, if they beat Armenia, they can just catch up the Azerbaijan team and share the first place. So we'll see. Of course, Armenia also they want to win because they want to be in the first 3 places. Let's see to this game, Garibyan versus Nogerbek. Garibyan, a strong FIDE master from Armenia, is facing also another strong FIDE master from Kazakhstan, Kazibek Nogerbek. Okay, let's see this opening. First opening is a Queen's Gambit declined with Bishop F4 line, lately
Rook C1.
very popular. Rook C1 without E3, C5 takes, and Bishop D2. This looks to me very strange. Is this a theory?
Actually, CD5 was the novel move. CD5. White used to play DC5 in this position. Actually, White's score are pretty well in DC5 line.
CD5 is not the usual move.
DC5 is the move, and actually we have games from very high class players like Anand versus Kramnik, Aroyan versus Rejabov, Grishik versus Gelfand, and White scored pretty well. Actually, 28% of the games won by White. There is a huge drawing tendency in the variation, like 17% of the games are drawn, and Black could only win that 2% of the games.
It's very low, actually. But most of the games ended in the draw, 70%. So 7 games out of 10 games ended in a draw, it means.
Yes.
So, but here it's interesting. Black played CD5.
White mixed the ideas.
Never played.
Yes, he mixed the ideas.
He mixed up the ideas. I don't understand. And this Bishop D2 also looks very dubious to me. You are taking back one of the developed pieces, Bishop D2. Of course, it's very understandable if you take on C3, you want to take with Bishop. But still, it looks like, I mean, Garibyan is playing the opening not very well.
Probably Knight C6 is also not that
C5,
good.
Bishop takes C5, Knight takes, and Queen takes.
You know, Knight C6 was not that good either.
Ah, you didn't like Knight C6 neither. Why?
Because, you know, you just put your bishop and the queen on the same 5th rank, and Rook is just hanging the bishop after Knight C6 instead of it. The CD4 was
what do you recommend
CD4
here?
Simply.
Simply CD4.
Why not?
Yes, man, you're right. Maybe
Why not?
CD4 can
And you may play E5 as well.
might be better idea. Yes, this is also playable. You're right. After E5, maybe black is already equalizing the position very easily. So, okay, he decided to play Knight C6, takes, and Queen takes.
And
now
White played E3.
White played E3.
And Black played what? Bishop E4.
And Bishop E4. Okay, Bishop C4 was of course the idea. And now he wants to, maybe he wants, he's attacking now A2. If A3, let's say, a logical move.
But he will also
takes, maybe takes, and Knight takes. Looks very equalish position. What do you say?
Maybe White has some advantage
After
because
Knight C4, Knight D6,
or Knight D4,
and Knight D4 some advantage. So maybe Bishop B4, A3. You don't exchange the queens. then you go somewhere, I don't know.
Okay, probably a better version of this variation for white is to play bishop c4 instead of a3, because you know it comes to the same thing.
Bishop
In each
c4,
case,
but if I don't exchange,
okay.
what about, for example, rook somewhere?
Now a3
Or maybe you
take. Yeah, we just take.
knight takes, maybe queen somewhere. I don't
Yes. Queen
know. Yeah,
b3.
looks like actually black didn't develop very well in this
Knight
opening.
c6 was the best.
Yeah, he couldn't actually refute the system played by white, because white now keeps a slight advantage still out of the opening. But in the case, he took, after bishop d2, c takes d4, knight takes d4, e5, as you mentioned, I think black equalizes easily.
Indeed.
Yeah, so here the problem is that now after bishop b4, black is still needs to develop pieces, and white has a slight advantage. Okay, he took on b4. This is also strange. He didn't want to
But
play.
it makes sense. Because he will also take on d5.
He took on
It
b4.
makes sense.
Yes, maybe queen takes d1, let's say, or knight takes b4, maybe the same. Queen takes d1, rook takes d1, knight takes d4, a3. Where to go with the knight? Here.
Yes, but there's a e4.
The problem here now in this line, maybe after you take with the bishop, your rook is not anymore on the c line, which I would prefer.
Definitely.
You know, this is
Me
important,
either.
the difference. Because if you take on d2, if you play rook, bishop takes b4, queen takes d1 is important, because
He played
now,
queen d1.
yes, queen d1 is important. Now, maybe you can take, of course, with the king. I don't know.
But he took with the
But
rook.
he took with the rook. Now your rook was on the d line, which is controlled by the bishop, the d7 square. But when the rook on c line, usually this is important because I have the pressure to go to c7.
Maybe
And now
he,
knight b4, a3, knight c6. Now black has no problem now, because e5 will be played and bishop e6.
how
And
about bishop b5?
yes, maybe bishop b5, or maybe knight d5 here. Wait, knight d5.
Okay. Let's play
Bishop
bishop
c4.
c4.
Yes, this is possible. Can I play
Knight b6.
knight b6 and then maybe bishop,
Bishop
d7?
d7.
Yes. Now I am
Maybe
developing my bishop. Knight e5.
But there's f6.
f6 and also bishop d7, bishop a4 is possible. So black equalizing now. There's a difference, you know, between knight c. So they are playing very fast and they don't understand most probably the nuances in the opening phase of this variation. Maybe they are thinking, okay, the position is already equal, so they don't mind too much.
You know, each moves come to the same way they may think, but
Yes.
it is not actually.
Okay. So let's go to the second board, Barseghian, Armen Barseghian versus Bibisara Asabayeva.
Asubayeva is white and Barseghian is black.
Yes, Bibisara Asabayeva is white, has white pieces. Okay, Stonewall
Or Leningrad.
Leningrad, now transposed to Leningrad Dutch, and d6, a classical line, c6, b3, knight a6,
Bishop b2.
bishop b2,
Queen
queen
c7.
c7. This
Queen
is strange.
e8.
Usually
Queen
queen e8 is the move order. Queen c7 and e5.
Actually, a3 is a noble move.
Yes. The problem with this move order from black side, when I look at it, after knight a6, usually queen c7 is blocking the way of the knight, because knight usually wants to go back to c7 in order to put it in the game with knight e6, or I don't know, maybe a6 b5 and
Knight
this kind
e6
of
also.
maneuvers. But here, instead of d7, a6 after queen c7, the knight looks like belongs to d7. So I'm not so sure about this black's play.
I also didn't, think that white's play was adequate because, after queen c7, it was possible for white to play d5. White forgot to play d5, I guess.
He decided to take on.
No, the move before. Yes. Instead of a3, you play d5.
But now after d5, maybe this is what she wants, because she can go to c5.
Okay,
Maybe b4 is possible, yes?
Yes, but...
Knight e4 is coming. So maybe this is possible. That's why he doesn't want to.
First, knight d4, you know, the classical idea, knight d4.
Yes, this is another line. This is also, yeah, maybe even e5 is possible here. This is, there are many moves, you know. So, but she's transferring to the usual line. Here, after a3, this is, of course, much different. Takes, and now b4. Is this good? I'm not sure. Bishop e6.
After c5, d5 square is belonging to black.
Rook d8, queen c2, h6, preventing knight g5, of course, e4, f4, knight h4. Now, Bibusara is thinking to play g5. Before is after g5, knight f5 is coming.
No. Her opponent played queen f7.
Bibusara is white, sorry.
Queen f7.
Queen f7.
Logically enough.
Yes,
to protect here, I'm playing knight c7.
Looks like a good move, actually. Because now preventing rook d1 because of bishop b3. And what white is doing actually started to look dubious to me.
You know, because knight a6 will come into the play like knight c7, a6, and knight b5.
Yes.
And knight d4.
This is actually it started. Everything started with d takes e5, and then c4, c5. This idea, I don't like it too much.
Maybe the approach is the concept was
usually this kind of ideas after pushing c4, c5. White wants to go to c4 with one of his knights, and also wants to exchange this g2 bishop with bishop c4. Usually in the King's Indian classical systems, after d takes e5, this is usually played, because after when the knight on f3, d2 and c4 and d6 usually is the ideal post for the knight. Here now knight on h4, and I don't know what is she planning, but after h4, even though after g5 knight f5 is coming, if black doesn't play knight g5, the knight is out of the game. He doesn't, it doesn't do anything there. So black can play from the center, you know.
Like rook d7.
Yeah, rook d7, knight c7, bishop c4, knight e6, knight d4, and you have no pieces to control the d4 square as well. The knight is on h4. So maybe I think black has the upper hand here.
I think so.
Okay. Let's go to the third board of this match. Armenia, Kazakhstan. Tigran Sarkisyan is playing versus Aristan Isanzulov. So this is the last position. This is also looks like a some kind of bishop f4 line. So the Armenian team actually they are playing the same system. Look, they are both of the players on the first board and on the third board.
They prepared in the same
bishop
fashion.
f4 line, and c5 this time has been played. That
correct.
Rook c1 is he didn't play rook c1. He played e3 here. On the first board, rook c1 has been played by Garibyan, but here Sarkisyan has played e3, c5, and d takes c5, the line that you mentioned before. This is the classical line which all the best players in the world are playing.
a3,
and the most theoretical line here. Now bishop goes back because it threatens, after bishop white threatens to take on h7 and queen c2 check. And then after queen c2, this bishop will be unprise.
For example, black can not play bishop g4. That's why, you know, the bishop g4 was an important move to put, but
yes,
there's no
but
time.
now there is this tactical idea.
What?
Bishop g5 is strange move actually. I don't know.
Maybe h3 was necessary, I guess.
Yes, I don't like it too much, this bishop g5. Maybe some novelty.
And he played h3, and it's a black's move.
h3. Maybe it's a novelty, this bishop g5 move. Bishop b6, bishop g5, queen d6, now h3. I don't understand. Let's say, for example, here h3. What's the difference? Maybe you can say the difference is queen f6. I can understand now, because now after queen f6, I'm attacking the b2 pawn. Yes, maybe queen c2 is possible.
h6.
h6. And
castles and d4.
Castles and d4 is coming. So this bishop is hanging, and black actually gets rid of this isolated pawn. So this is maybe the difference now. After bishop g5.
Bishop g5 is the novel move actually.
Yes, it's a novelty. Yes, that's true. Bishop g5. After bishop g5, white wants the queen to deviate the queen from the f6 square, because this f6 square is important for black. And now after h3, what can black do now?
d4.
If d4, maybe we'll play e4. This is also typical idea in this case. After knight e5, maybe we will take and play f4. This might be the idea, I'm not sure. Because now this bishop is out of the game, and I will play at one point after castling f5, and looks like these pawns in the center are marching and with some initiative. So this is interesting line from Sarkisyan, this bishop g5 and h3. An interesting idea actually. And also we can see that white Sarkisyan is not sitting on the board. So on table, so he is very confident of what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. So let's go to the last board of this match, Armenia versus Kazakhstan. On the last board, Albert Gevorkyan is playing versus woman FIDE master Nazarke Nurgali.
Nazarke is 7 out of 7 so far.
7 out of 7, really? Incredible. She has beaten all the players. She didn't play one, maybe she's playing, of course, this is the 8th game. So Nurgali Gevorkyan, of course, this will be most probably equal, this position, but still she has maybe some chances, but looks like an equal position. Okay, let's see the opening phase of this game. Bishop g5, knight b, d7, e3, queen a5. Okay, this is called, yes, as you Erkin pointed out, Cambridge Springs defense. Cambridge Springs defense actually was played when I was young by Smyslov. Smyslov, he liked to play this defense, the ex-world champion Smyslov. But I don't know, this Cambridge Springs defense, sometimes from Kasparov also, I think he used to play from time to time. Yusupov, some players, you know, are still playing maybe, but lately we don't see it anymore.
You know, this line is actually a trick one. We may show the main trick of this queen a5 line. Instead of knight a2, let's say white plays bishop d3. Let's say it. Knight e4.
Or d takes c4.
No.
Takes knight e4. This is
this is also, you know, possible. This is even better maybe.
Yes, this is the version. But maybe I mean, okay, what you are saying is, I understand, knight e4,
bishop d3, knight d4.
Let's say bishop d3, knight e4, and
rook c1.
Rook c1. You cannot take if it takes d takes e4 and losing a piece, because the queen is attacking the g5 bishop, and the knight, if goes away from e4, loses a piece. So rook c1, and then
knight g5,
knight g5, and d takes c4. As Erkin pointed out, this is a trap. Usually in this line, white has to be careful of.
That's why she plays knight d2 instead of bishop.
Yes, this is actually knight d2. After d takes c4, usually white takes on f6, knight takes f6, and knight c4, with slight advantage for white. Pressure on the c line, bishop e2, bishop f3, but still black equalizes, as far as I know. Okay, knight d2, d takes c4. This is the game?
Yes, this is the game.
Okay, this is the game. c5, queen b8. Of course, all this looks very attractive for white, but with accurate play, black equalizes. So g6 is the last move. Okay, bishop versus knight with symmetrical pawn formation. I think it looks very drawish.
Yes, the only slight advantage belongs to white is that in an open position and the pawns on the two sides, bishop is superior than knight.
True.
The
because bishop can control many squares
and jump onto both flanks.
Yes, and create weaknesses with in this way. Okay, maybe we give a short break now, and after the short break we will continue to check the games between Uzbekistan versus Colombia, Belarus versus Greece, Mongolia versus Bulgaria, Montenegro versus China, United States versus Israel, Turkey white versus India, and also maybe we have time Canada versus Russia. All these games and matches are waiting for us. Dear chess friends, we are back again. We will start our analysis from the third board, Uzbekistan versus Colombia. Actually, we have to say something about Colombia. Colombia last year didn't participate in this Olympiad, but this year they participated. They came all the way from South America, and now they are performing very well actually.
They have 9 points, no, 10 points so far. 10
points, and they have a very strong team. On the first board of Colombia, there is an international master with 2406, second and third board FIDE masters. And now they are facing a very strong team, Uzbekistan, last year's champion. In Uzbekistan team, there are two grandmasters, Abdusattorov and Sindarov. We start with the first board, Abdusattorov versus international master Santiago Avila Pavas. Okay, let's see the opening. Avila Pavas plays Alekhine defense. Lately unforgotten, one of the unforgotten defenses. Very rarely played this defense because in theory white is always good in many lines. That's why black doesn't want to play anymore this defense. Now
they play
e5
the main line.
This is main line. Okay, takes c5. This is also main line. Knight d7, bishop c4, knight c6, knight f3, h6 preventing knight g5, knight e4. Now heading to d6,
knight a5,
knight a5, most probably forced, knight f6 takes, and bishop e4. All these are theory, yeah?
Yes, actually we have a game identical, namely Das Archetype versus Christopher Felipe. Both players are 2,400 and white won that game.
White won.
Actually,
how the game
continues. Bishop g7 instead of king g7.
e4, king g7
bishop
instead
g7.
of bishop g7.
Yes, but the white player in this game also played b4.
Yes.
Knight c6, b5, f5, bc, fe, cb, bishop b7, and knight d2.
And
bishop
white
c6,
won.
yes, castles, and white won the game.
Yes, this knight coming to a5 or d6, very strong, very weak pawns on e4 and e5, and white has a strong post pawn on c5. All this gives white a clear advantage actually. In this game, black deviated from this game with king g7, b4, knight c6, b5, and also didn't play this line because of there is no possibility to play f5. Knight d4. Okay, looks like a better version of this game. This is there a game like this?
With king g7 there is no
game. So probably something new.
Rook b8.
b8.
And white played a4.
No, he
Not
played
the
also
big played
a4. And black is thinking now where to play the bishop.
I think white has a strong position already after king d3 and c6.
Yes, c6 of course is important. And yeah, we'll see how the Colombian international master Avila Pavas, okay, I didn't mention it the right way. Avila Pavas will deal with this situation, what looks like a very difficult position for black.
Already. Maybe he wants to play bishop g4 to exchange.
Yes, but even though he will have the opposite color bishops, he has difficulty to equalize because of this line on the C line. White will have a postpone, and you know, even though you have the opposite color bishops, we have two rooks in the game, so it's very hard actually for black to equalize this position. Okay, let's go to second board of this match, Uzbekistan Colombia. Javohir Sindarov, the grandmaster from Uzbekistan, is playing on the second board, and on Colombia team Jose Gabriel Cardoso is playing. Cardoso versus Sindarov. Last move queen e4. Okay.
I'll also check it for
Queen's gambit accepted. E4, E5 is one of the main lines. White sacrifices a pawn
in return of the initiative.
Yes, in return of the initiative. Okay, knight f6, queen b3, castles, bishop b2, rook e1, e5. The last move, queen e5. Okay, Sindarov now is thinking. What about this position? Is there any games?
Yes, actually, from this position, no, but after move 7,
move 7, we have to go many moves back. Which 7?
After bishop b4 a3, bishop b4 a3.
This.
After a3, the move is bishop takes d2. There are 3 games and black won every game. 3 out of 3.
Bishop a5, there's no game, huh?
There's no game after bishop a5. Actually, this is a long forgotten line. The last game belongs to the 2007.
To bishop a5, huh?
No, to bishop takes d2. There's
bishop d2. Bishop a5, no game.
Yes, actually, this line gave black very good results. Bishop d2. Black just.
But why he didn't want to play this? If he should definitely know this. Bishop takes d2. Let's see how white.
Bishop d2.
Bishop d2.
Bishop d2. There are games like queen e7 or knight f6. Let's see. Knight f6 castles.
Yes, is this a strong players?
Yes. For example, it is actually we now have 5 games by transposition. You know, from the different move orders, and you know, let me explain like that. Sergei Volkov played against Krishnan Sasikiran. Sasikiran won. He's like 2,700 like that. Karpov lost against Namık Guliev.
Is this an old game?
Yeah, 2007. Not so old. And there are also 2 games belong to the international.
Even Karpov lost.
Even Karpov lost this guy. Actually, the Karpov lost in a way. Let me explain. Knight f6 castles e5. He played knight e4. No, knight e4. Rook e1. Actually, black just hang on to the pawn. Takes knight d2, queen d2, and bishop e6. You know, simply black defends the pawn. Bishop d3, bishop d5.
Yeah, the problem is with white is that he sacrificed a pawn, and doesn't look like white has a actually compensation
After bishop takes c2.
for this pawn. Yes, this is what's happening actually. He is just a pawn down. So
And tempo is important.
so what's happened after this move?
What is happening? Let me check. Okay, queen f4, rook e8, knight h4.
Who is playing white?
Karpov.
Karpov.
Knight
Knight
h4, simply g6. Prevent knight f5, queen g3, knight e7, to play c5, rook c1, queen d7, f4, bishop e6, also blockade in f5, bishop e6, rook f1, and knight f5. Knight takes, every piece is exchanged, and rook takes c7.
Takes another pawn.
Yes, but
So two
black plays d3. That's why he sacrificed the pawn.
Sorry, white takes back.
But black played d3 and went on to win.
This d pawn is very strong. You cannot control this. So probably doesn't look like immediately winning, but probably it's not so easy to play. So we'll see in the game. He played rook
Bishop
e8,
a5.
bishop d3, most probably knight f8 is the idea, which he did, I think. Knight f8. Now, okay, black holds to the pawn. This is the actually main idea of black. He says, I can protect my king side, and I will, with time, I will just have a good position with my extra pawn.
Maybe, you know, he
d4.
may improve the variation. He also probably saw the games, and he may think about bishop a5 was better in the preparation stage. You know, now bishop can also defend the pawn.
Yes.
He may think like that.
But the Colombian guy played h4 immediately. Very interesting. He looks like he prepared this line, and he plays very fast h4. And now Sindarov is thinking what to do, because if knight g6, h5 is coming. How to improve the position for black? This is another question. The b6 bishop actually looks like a little bit here stuck inside his own pawn chain because of d4 pawn, and the position looks a little bit cramped for black. This bishop may come to d5, but doesn't give anything for black. Queen after queen g4, white will have some, attacking chance again with bishop c1.
Knight e4.
Yes, maybe black can try to play on the queen side. I'm trying to look at the position, but I'm not sure about this. Not so easy, this position. Okay, we'll see about this game as well, because now the position is getting really very complicated. To find good moves for both sides actually is black needs to find a good plan in order to create some counter chances in his game, because he's pawn up, but he doesn't have anything to attack. He has to get some freedom, in his game.
He's defending.
Yes, this e5 pawn, everything is just so. Maybe some f6 line at some one point, but it's so dangerous. Okay, we'll see. Let's go to Ali Kasimov versus Miguel Angel Soto. Ali Kasimov FIDE master, Miguel Angel Soto also a FIDE master.
The board is too complicated.
Looks like King's Indian. Okay, this is a King's Indian defense. Soto is playing the classical line, knight c6, d5, knight d2. Okay, b4 line, f3, okay, h5. h5 is usually played first before g5, because if g5 played first before h5, sometimes white plays g4 and blocks this on this
king side.
On the king side. So the pawns actually breaks will be difficult for black to do. the king side attack will be stopped in a way. So that's why usually black opts for h5 first and then plays g5. Rook fd1.
But I think in this case black's attack is not that hard to meet, because white is already opening the lines dc and b5 and knight a5. White is too quick to open
c5. Okay, this is also something some weakening for black. In such kind of usually pawn chain, usually when you look at this pawn chain, you think of a sacrifice on d6, an exchange sacrifice after doubling the rooks, because after you make an exchange sacrifice on d6, all the pawns are becoming very weak, and if the c5 is fallen, then the game will be probably lost for black, because all the pawns, passed pawns on the queen side will decide the game. Okay, let's see how Kasimov will continue to play, but he's thinking. Okay, they made some other moves.
Knight a5,
okay,
queen a4, knight c6,
g4. Okay,
knight c6.
Knight c6.
White is quicker.
Queen c7 wants to transfer the queen to the king side. If knight d5 now, for example, most probably queen g5 will be played. He wants to attack here. g3 maybe is the move.
How about c7?
c7. What is the threat?
I'm just in case I'm opening the file of the queen to queen c6 or etc.
Maybe knight b6. I'm not sure. Knight b6 also not possible.
So I play g3. Okay, I take hg, fg, and bishop bishop a3.
h4.
King f1. But there's queen h1, bishop g1, bishop h3. No, this is not so effective. No.
And maybe takes first.
Rook
and now bishop h6. Looks
so,
dangerous, because this is also
it.
coming. h4, h3, h4, h3. This is coming. It looks very dangerous. I mean, if you can, of course, queen this pawn, maybe you are winning. But is it possible? I'm not sure.
Probably I'm holding with rook d3. You know.
Rook d3.
h4 and queen d7. Queen d7.
H4, queen d7.
h3 is defended. I want to play c8.
If
queen.
Knight f6. Check maybe.
Check.
Here.
And take on d6.
With what?
With rook.
You cannot take. There is bishop e3.
Oh.
With queen you cannot take because there is h3.
Okay.
Very dangerous now.
Can I play just no, knight takes e4 also, you know, coming.
Yeah.
I don't
knight
like
takes
it.
e4, this queen takes h6, but still very dangerous position. It's not so easy.
Still
So
complicated.
you have to be very careful in such kind of positions. So very complicated line. Okay, black has, of course, attacking chances on the king side. White has the initiative on the queen side. Whoever comes first from the attack will win the game. We'll see. We'll go to the last board of this match, Uzbekistan Colombia. The last board of Colombia, Nelson Eduardo Alvarez Anger is playing versus Muhittin Madaminov from Uzbekistan. Okay, this looks like a Queen's Indian, typical Queen's Indian. Transposes, of course, starting with e6, b6, transposing to a Queen's Indian defense line. This bishop d2, bishop takes c3. b4. We checked one game before, you remember?
Like Gergana Pechev.
Yeah, she was the rook on h6 and h5 and then the knight versus bishop usually happens in this line. Black again has the initiative on the queen side, but white has the initiative on the queen side, so the king side. Black queen side, white. So it's also important to stop the attack on the king side, then proceed your attack from the queen side.
I think black is just quicker after f4. Actually, he played f4, e4.
He played?
Yes, f4, e4, a4, and e5.
F4, e4.
A4 is
and E5.
neglecting the black strat. I think rook a to e1 was necessary.
What is the threat? It's still maybe not so big deal, this e5.
But black opened the lines in the center and white is still trying to get something on the queen side.
Yes, true, but maybe you're right. But let's say, for example, a5. I continue my attack.
ED or ED, yes, ED. And play knight e5.
Knight e5. Well, this is totally equal. Looks like a takes b, a takes b. Or even maybe I have some initiative with rook.
Like rook f7.
Rook f7, you protect, of course.
And I will double the
This
rooks.
looks equal. I will have g3 or h3.
And you need to
something
play b5 maybe,
This
but
looks
not
equal.
right now.
Yeah, this looks equal. This position after h3 or g3.
Double the rooks.
Yeah,
play.
maybe you don't need to play even rook a7. So probably black has no problems, as you pointed out, after e5, and because of freeing the knight. Maybe d5 now. What do you play against d5? e4.
Yes, why not? To play knight d5, knight d3.
Because now maybe I can play
You need to play queen e3, no.
queen g3, but I don't know. Maybe not so good. Maybe black will be very active because taking an e3 and the rooks are very active, so it compensates this, position not so clear. Okay, let's go to the fourth board. On the fourth board, Belarus is playing versus Greece. On the first board of Belarus, Denis Lazovic is playing against the FIDE master Dimitris Alexakis. Okay, this is probably Benoni.
Another typical pawn
Yes,
structure.
after knight f3, black decides to play c5 to enter the Benoni, because the problem with the Benoni, as we saw, that if you play c5 immediately, here c5, d5,
The F4
e6,
variation.
yes, knight c3 takes, and then d6, e4, and g6 and f4. This is a dangerous line for black usually. So black wants to wait for a while, so that after white plays, as in the game, knight f3, black now wants to enter the Benoni. Of course, white may just continue with knight c3. This is another game, but
Resembling English.
yeah, this is of course will be another game. So now white, after white plays knight f3, black enters the Benoni defense, but now g3 line has been played by white. Castles, knight bd7, a4, knight g5. Most probably all these lines are theory.
Knights are dueling,
Knight h5 is your what?
Typical idea. F4
Yes.
I think this is type of
f4
move.
and g4.
Why black didn't take on g3? Instead of knight d7, a typical action is to play knight takes g3.
Yes, maybe it's possible.
And you play fe and you play bishop takes e5. Maybe knight f1 is also possible, but there's no need to take over that.
Knight takes g3.
Fe.
Knight takes e5.
People also take over f1 because it is also two pawns versus
Yes,
the
right.
two
Maybe
pieces.
knight takes and then
DC.
bishop takes
No,
e5,
bishop
or
h6.
Sorry, de.
The
So, but this
This
like
also
two
play.
pawns, but this strong pawn in the center, maybe some difficulties, and the knight coming on c4 again, not so easy. So let's go to the game. g4, knight f6, e4, a6, and knight c4, attacking the d6 pawn and trying to push e5. Actually,
black lost
now
many tempi.
black lost many tempi, as Erskine pointed out. Now after rook e1, I want to play this e5 move all the time. I don't know what will black do actually
Queen
against e5.
c7, but
Queen
there is
c7
queen
again,
f3.
maybe e5 is possible. Takes d6.
d6.
And now what to do with this
Queen d8, fe5.
and then fe5, and this looks like a cramped position. Knight d5 is coming. This is a dream position for black usually in such kind of Benoni type formations. Black mishandled this opening. Actually, I don't know how he managed to play like this, but in the last position, let's see. Black 3-4, a6, knight c4, knight e8, queen e2. Why queen e2? I don't know, but white decided to play queen e2. What do you think?
In the same favor of rook e1, you know, he's probably thinking about the fact that after e5, d, fe, f file will be open and rook should be on the f file. Maybe he's
against also bishop d4, bishop b3. He wants to play. I don't know. Anyway, queen e3. Now black is thinking, but looks like white has a very good position.
Indeed.
Yeah. So on the second board of Belarus, Maxim Saruk versus the FIDE master Nikolaos Spiropoulos. Probably some kind of Spanish or Italian. Okay, Spanish with d3. Usually this d3 type of Spanish transposes some type of Italian games, because the bishop goes to the b3 anyway. Takes and exchanging everything. Looks very equalish, this line, and goes back. Interesting. Knight e7, not knight g6, but knight c6 back again.
Why not?
I don't know why not knight g6 actually, and knight c6. What was the idea? Rook e1, h6, bishop e3. I would prefer to go to g6. I don't know why he decided to go to e6, because on g6 I always have this possibility knight f4 first, and second of all, when you are on c6, you have to always deal with this d5 move, which will be dangerous. For example, after here in this position, after bishop e3, let's say I want to go to bishop queen somewhere. Let's go, for example, queen e7 or somewhere, I don't know, and then d5 might be possible, because you cannot take, and queen takes d5. So I don't know why this knight goes to c6 again, back. Okay, in the game, this is the position, and black is thinking.
Actually, black has some time trouble already. He has only 20 minutes left. Actually, you don't call 20 minutes as a time trouble, but the opponent has 45 minutes. You know, there's a huge time difference already then. And it's only like 16 moves have been passed away, and the first 10 moves was the theoretical ones. You know? Okay,
let's say, for example, I take
CD
and play e5. What's going on here?
Okay, we have a guess now. What's going on? You know, probably after d5, rook c1. Probably d5, rook c1. This c file is open.
Yeah, d5, something like rook c1, and then maybe c6 is coming. D takes, knight takes c6, and then maybe some
he played bishop b3.
Yes,
no,
he played already.
So you can take a chair and sit in between of us.
Enes Tanrı verdi. The team you won?
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
How did it happen? Against whom?
What?
Against which team?
Against Moldova. I think.
Against Moldova, you won very quickly.
Yeah.
You are playing which board? Second board, third board. No, I mean you from the team. Which board you are playing?
Maybe go down.
In your team, which board you are playing? Birinci masa, ikinci masa, hangi masada oynuyorsun?
I don't know.
Sen kaçıncı masada
İkinci
oynuyorsun?
masa.
Hayır,
No, two.
Number 2. Okay, you are both playing on the number 2 board, and you're playing white pieces.
Yeah.
Against Dragos Seres.
What's
your elo?
2401.
2401. Okay, you must be somewhere here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we found your game. So Enes Tanrıverdi has beaten Dragos Seres. Yeah. Also, he is a strong player with 2302, and the game ended in a very quick way. So you made a good preparation.
Actually, not preparation. I looked very bit. Yeah, but yeah, the game goes. I think white's pieces are so harmonic. Yeah.
So maybe he made a mistake in the opening.
Yeah, I think. Can I show?
Yeah, sure.
After CD, okay, this is theory E4. I made novelty here. I think the main move is A4 here to prevent B5. But this is
also possible.
Yeah, this is also possible. The main idea is if black plays B5, not E5, but bishop E2, let's say.
B4.
And B4, knight A4, if takes, and the deep idea A3. The idea is take, of course. Let's say bishop G7. Okay, let's say bishop B8 first. The idea is rook A3 and rook E3. If black plays F5, the white squares are very bad.
Okay, let's say it doesn't take.
Bishop G7, let's say. The idea is A B4. If C B4, Queen C2. The idea is to take this and knight B6 idea.
Bishop C8.
So if it goes to the F6, knight B6 is the threat.
Knight B6, yeah. If Queen B6, Queen C8, yeah, it's.
If Queen D6 back,
Queen
takes
D8,
so you take on
takes
D6.
D6 and
Totally
dream
winning.
position, I think.
Yes. So there is no, I mean, other choice.
Yeah, King E7, yeah, you can.
No, I mean not in this position.
Here you can play bishop F5, but there is strong move G4. If knight F2, G5,
Knight H1.
knight H1, Queen E4 check, because I don't want to allow castles. King F8, let's say the message says just King F1, King G2, and black
so
space.
you analyzed all this stuff.
Yeah.
But there is no game, yeah? This is
No.
your analysis.
There is no game, but the novelty has been played by my teacher, Mustafa Yılmaz, and he lost against black. He is black, and he lost against.
They played against him.
Yeah. And he said me if something going, if you go some tournaments, you can play this idea.
Line.
This
so
line.
you remember this?
Yeah, this I remember, and I played. Yeah, this is the main idea of line. So E4, he played bishop G7. If bishop G7, Queen A4 check, because if B5, I can take, and Queen A8.
Yes. So
bishop D7, Queen B3. Yeah, if Queen C7, I didn't look at Queen C7 actually, but I suppose there is E5. I calculate this line bishop B5 and knight E4, I think.
Can't you take on D6 after Queen C7?
Yeah,
Bishop
I looked at it, but maybe a bit risky. Queen B7, castles, Queen A8.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm not too. Maybe it's too correct, but maybe.
Looks dangerous.
Yeah. It's more easy. Maybe this is too winning. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, he played bishop C8. I can play Queen A4 check and draw, but yeah, this is not my. This is not what I want. So I played A4 to.
Here E5 not possible.
E5.
You don't like that. Maybe takes and castle.
Yeah, maybe takes and castle. I'm not sure.
Because you didn't castle yet, it's not such a big deal. Yes.
Yeah, maybe black go B5, C4.
Yes.
Yeah.
This doesn't give anything.
Yeah, A4. And the main idea of this line is, in general, the positions are on E3, and white play E4, one tempi.
One tempi.
Yeah, one tempi. And yeah, this is the main idea. One tempi up I'm now. So A4, castle, bishop E2, Queen E7, knight D2, and knight D7, castle. Yeah, it's just normal moves, but I think white is much better because the E4 pawn is generally the pawn is on E3, and now E4, and white's pieces are.
Rook E1, knight C4.
Yeah, rook E1 I just played to maybe bishop G3, F4, knight C4, E5, and just go. Rook B8 he played, and I thought, yeah, maybe knight C4 because I calculate knight C4 because if knight E5, the point is maybe knight B6 I can play. Also I can take, because if takes in the line maybe bishop takes A6 is the point. offline. But black can take on e5,
With the pawn.
d takes e5 to knight d6 maybe, but I can play bishop e3
Yes.
to not allow knight d6. If b6,
A5 maybe.
maybe
At some point.
a5, b5.
At some point.
Yeah.
Not now. Maybe you prepare this.
Yeah, black is not threatening knight d6 though because the bishop c5. But I think
Maybe
this
some queen c2.
queen c2.
Now queen c2 or queen c4.
No,
In
now
order
he
to
can play
I
knight
mean,
d6.
queen
Yeah.
c2 maybe.
After
Queen-
queen c2, he can
Queen
play
c2,
knight
but knight d6 maybe.
If a5 now,
Yeah, true.
he has to
a5,
he
yeah.
has to prevent this.
Yeah, queen c2. Maybe bishop d7 because I'm not threatening a5. No.
Now maybe you can prepare something else. I'm not sure about this. What can I? A6 is hanging.
No, a6 is hanging. No, what am I
You
saying?
cannot play.
Yeah, the position of black is
It's
f5.
not so easy. To
Why
play.
not? Why not
Yeah,
f5? Why not
f5.
f5?
F5, F3.
Yeah,
This is
F3.
F3 is the normal.
Yeah, I don't think the
This
attack goes.
attack is
Just
not so
weakness, I
easy.
think.
Because you have always this a5 idea, you know.
Yeah, I can play a5.
Yes,
f4
if you
bishop
play
f2.
a5, you have knight b5, which is I think this is what you want after knight b5. If he plays a5,
Yeah, and a5.
so this
yeah.
g5 and looks very slow.
Yeah, it looks very slow.
And also you cannot go to if you cannot go to d6, the knight to f6
Yeah.
to attack g4. You always push d6, knight
Yeah.
with d1,
Yeah.
d6, and knight d5 is coming. Okay, so looks like a very good position for William.
Yeah.
But he didn't play like this.
Yeah, he played b5. Calculate this line before AB, or I'm not sure AB. Maybe knight a5 first.
Yes, AB is good, I think.
Knight a5. The main point, if queen f6, here bishop g3. Yeah, I think if c4, queen b4, and
Yes.
knight c5, e5, and the game
Yeah, it was over.
the game is over. Yeah, he played b4, but after knight c6 the game I think again over, because if bc3 or c4 I can say, if c4 let's take, and now this is hanging. The point is this, and after knight c6 he played very bad move and immediately losing because e5.
Yes.
Okay, I turn back. I will turn back e5 because if takes knight e4 the queen cannot go anywhere. Queen f5, knight e7.
97. This is the idea. Huh?
Yeah, this is the idea.
After e5,
Yeah,
the queen has been lost.
yeah, if knight e5, I'm taking now to knight e4 and the queen, because if
Again,
knight
the
c6, knight f6 with check, because if I
Yes.
don't come with check and knight
Knight e4
e4,
is coming.
yeah, this
Some
is too
chances.
lost, and he played queen g5, queen g5, knight e4, queen f5, knight e7. The same idea. Queen e6, e6, and the all pieces are hanging. e7 is coming. The rook has been falling.
He resigned here.
Yeah, he resigned. The very bad position.
But it's an early resign. Sometimes they continue.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, knight b6.
Knight b6, e7.
What was your idea? Okay.
All
First
rook
I
is-
take.
Okay.
First I
I'll
take.
check.
E7 also coming. Yes.
e7, bishop c4, knight b6.
Yes. Nothing to say. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
So you are going to say something about rook a8 instead of rook a8.
Rook a8.
Maybe
Yeah.
some other move.
Rook
b7,
b7.
let's say.
Rook b7. This is more critical because I think if e5 now.
BC, no.
Takes knight e4.
No,
takes c3 or something.
No, this is not maybe
Ah.
queen f5. I
Now
cannot
you're
go.
controlling on e7.
Yeah, but in the game, I'm thinking about maybe
Bishop a6.
bishop a6 is.
And then e5 is also coming. Taking
Or,
c8.
I mean, maybe knight a4. Easy move, I
I
think.
don't like this knight a4. I don't know why. It looks like out of the game. Maybe knight b5.
Knight,
Why not knight
knight
b5?
b5 is too good. Queen
Queen takes
b2.
b2. Yes.
Yeah, knight. But I think this is too winning.
This is maybe also winning.
Not
yeah.
maybe not winning, but white is better. I'm sure.
Now maybe
Bishop a6.
Maybe
Yeah.
I check and knight takes c8 and bishop takes
Yeah,
a6.
and bishop a6
Rook a-
because if rook goes somewhere, yeah, the same idea.
yeah,
Take
same
knight
idea.
7.
Yes.
Yeah, this is too winning. I think knight a4 is bad maybe, but I'm threatening bishop a6, e5 ideas because e5 take and
Yes.
knight c5.
After this knight on c6 and the bishop on g3, this combination
Yeah,
together with e5 looks very nice.
Yeah, I think too. If bc3, let's look it. Knight b8,
Yes.
cb2. After cb2, I think I can go knight c6 actually.
And you threaten
Or-
e5 and take only b2, yes?
Yeah,
It's dangerous pawn.
yeah. Or I can play. I thought that maybe this
E5
takes,
and
but
now
I
it takes.
maybe it's good,
Some
but maybe
compensation.
it's not easy to
Totally
win.
winning, yes.
Yeah, but I'm
Knight
not sure
f5,
about.
knight e4.
I'm not sure about totally winning. This is.
Yes, maybe not so easy.
Yeah, not so easy. Maybe knight goes d4, c
Yes,
pawn.
yes, yes. True.
Yeah, so maybe bishop g4 I'm calculating in the game. Bishop g4 maybe.
Oh, this is interesting.
If knight b8, bishop c8, and this is
The knight is
knight,
just
knight lost. And if let's say queen d8, maybe
Knight
I
c6.
can also knight c6. I think bishop g4 is winning because if queen d8, let's say the very easy option e5 takes, let's say take one, yeah, b2 is falling. I think this is more easier.
much more easy, of course.
But maybe knight d6 here.
You cannot take.
Yeah, maybe okay. So maybe yeah, queen b2,
Queen d5.
bishop e5.
No, but maybe knight d6 and rook c1. You just prevent knight c4. Rook c1.
Rook c1.
What's the follow
Rook is hanging.
What's the follow up?
Rook is
Oh
hanging.
my! What are we saying?
What?
Rook-
Sorry,
rook
sorry,
is
sorry.
hanging.
Yes.
Maybe queen b2. This is two winning. I think queen d5, bishop e5, rook e5, or queen e5. Let's say takes
Should be winning.
rook d5 and
Yeah, it looks
rook
No,
d8,
there's no rook d8.
rook
You can even play rook d1.
Yeah, this looks winning, yes.
yeah, I can play, yeah. Rook d1,
Yes, totally winning.
the
yeah.
idea is same. Yeah, so I think
Well,
after
great game, great preparation, Enes.
yeah,
Congratulations also from the theoretical line point of view. If it's not played before, I think
Yeah.
from now on, many people would start to play e4 instead of a4
yeah,
in the opening phase
yeah.
of this line.
This is, I think, very very strange, but if played doesn't know exactly what I looked at this line with black. Yeah, I didn't really equalize very easily this line because yeah, bishop
looks very
g7.
dangerous for black.
Yeah, bishop g7 to maybe bishop b2, b5 and e5 the same. Yeah,
But
because
yes.
b4, let's say now bishop f3 is no, bishop
But
f3
here I
no,
think
bishop
you-
f3 not, but
okay.
bishop g3, and now I'm threatening knight takes c5 and bishop f3. Yeah, this is very very bad. Let's yeah, I
This
think
is also this e5 idea is always good,
yeah,
especially in Benoni.
yeah,
Very good idea.
yeah, white's pieces are
Even
going,
though you are losing the pawn, look at the position. You are
Yeah.
losing the d pawn.
but
You have still very good position.
yeah, bishop f3 coming, rook
The
c1.
pieces are not
knight
developed.
c5,
Knight is
yeah.
attacking on c5. Yes, true. The coordination is perfect for white.
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations. Very nice game.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck tomorrow, Enes.
Thank you.
Dear chess friends, we had a guest from Turkey. You are playing Turkey white team, yes?
Turkey red.
Red, okay, from Turkey red team. Enes Tanrıverdi, he plays in the second board of the Turkey white. He made a novelty, as far as I understood, in the Benoni bishop f4 line, which is actually advised by his teacher Mustafa Yılmaz to him. He also faced with black pieces this novelty, and afterwards he decided to play against his opponent from Moldova. Yes, so he has beaten him in a very nice way. Okay, we continue to our actually tour of the games
Versus-
matches. We were checking which game.
We are now checking Ivan Runets versus Dimitris Katopodis.
Okay, we are checking the match between Belarus and Greece, and we were on the third board. We are checking from Belarus, Ivan Runes versus Katopodis from Greece, and this is the position. Let's see how it happened. Let's see, and this is okay. Interesting line from black. Did you notice this? Bishop
Early
b7,
B6.
queen c2, and d5.
Wow.
Very interesting.
Normally e6 is being
Takes,
played.
takes, e4.
But it transposes into the regular lines.
Some type of
the
Grunfeld
tempo.
type of position. But queen e7, of course, is very unorthodox opening. Queen e7, knight f3, knight d7, bishop b5,
Castle, no.
and now bishop f4. And now black plays queen f6. Black actually is very blood-hearted. You know, it cold-blooded. Sorry. He plays with some. Is this kind of moves. Queen e7, queen f6. All these moves very interesting.
But actually,
Bishop c5. Now
seems
suddenly
to
black.
be okay.
Black seems okay. Yes. Suddenly. Takes, and now queen d4, attacking both pieces. Oh, suddenly he is attacking.
But where is queen e8?
He played queen e8.
No. Did he play so?
Thinking. Not yet.
Queen e8 is one of the most obvious
And
moves.
c8 also is possible.
Yes.
Queen e8.
I also want to
c8.
defend c6, you know.
Queen c8.
And
Which one you want?
after queen c8, there is bishop g4.
So maybe
You need to play queen e8 probably.
Yes.
But there's still bishop g4, you know. This is still a good move, but yes, bishop g4.
Can I play c5? No, I take on e4 maybe.
Okay, so
maybe bishop g4.
queen e8,
I'm not sure about this bishop g4.
e5, c5. No, this is also
e5, c5. So you have to play something else. Maybe queen d6. No, you cannot move maybe
against
queen
c5.
c7 is
But there's
here,
c5,
maybe
queen b8,
This is also very dangerous looking.
queen d7.
Because
But there's bishop g4.
queen d7,
Bishop g4.
Yes, looks dangerous. Yes,
Mhm.
maybe losing.
Maybe after c5, queen
Maybe
b8,
bishop g4, f5.
ef,
Interesting. ef.
ef,
So there is nothing.
queen d5. No, bishop f3.
Yes, there is
Queen
nothing
d5,
here.
bishop f3.
Okay, so probably this is not so good. After queen d6, maybe white has an advantage now. He wants to go to b8. How will you, prevent this idea, queen b8? I don't see.
Let's play bishop e7. Then, yes, bishop e7.
Maybe this. Wait a minute. c5, queen b8. What about bishop c6?
How about playing e5? He played queen d7.
You played what?
Queen d7 instead of queen e8.
Queen d7. How
No,
do you
queen e7. Sorry, queen e7.
Queen d4?
No, queen e4, queen e7.
Queen e7.
Mm-hmm. Prevented
Okay,
queen
maybe
e6.
this is the best because it prevents the entrance of the queen from d6 square, so it controls the d6 square. Actually, this is most probably better than what we were analyzing. Queen e7. Also, he wants to play bishop c7 at one point, but still some difficulties for black. He will have to deal with some difficulties. Most probably, if he handles this position well, he will make a draw. Bishop d6, maybe queen d7, now e5, and bishop g4 is coming, but c5 at the right moment and exchanging this. Maybe bishop takes c5. So this doesn't look like Good. So how to play this position? Still not so easy. Bishop g4 is coming.
Bishop c8.
Bishop c8.
h3.
Bishop c8.
h3.
h3 again.
Renewing the
So
transition.
not so easy to play. Difficulties sound for black after even queen e7. We'll see, but this game, Belarus, Ivan Runet, Belarusian player, has some initiative. So let's go to the fourth board. Chatsilefteriu, Andreas Chatsilefteriu is playing versus Artyom Siniavsky, FIDE master from Belarus. Chatsilefteriu, Siniavsky. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, 4 against 4. Okay, this looks like drawish position. Even black has a better position
Chances
because
to win.
knight e6 is coming, and these weak pawns are weak. But okay, if we exchange these pawns 3 against 3, even with the f3 without f3 pawn should be
A draw.
draw. We move to Mongolia, Bulgaria. First board is okay of Mongolia. Sugar Gan Erdene International Master versus Svetan Stoyanov. Oh, this looks like what,
A King's Indian.
King's Indian. What looks like white has a
Castles
much better position.
From prick.
This is okay. Modern defense with such kind of ideas: h4, queen d7, b6.
It is
f3.
hippopotam system.
Yes. Usually black doesn't want to allow this knight h3 move by postponing to this bishop b7 move.
He plays knight f6.
Yes. Now after knight h3 and knight g5, white has a good position. Okay, d5, e5, bishop b2, knight h3 back. Interesting.
I think d5 approach was not that
Knight
correct.
f2.
White's
Yeah,
d5
maybe.
was not that correct.
Okay, so b4, takes, c4. Interesting way of
Black has getting some counter
handling.
chances.
Yes, a5 also is a little bit strange move. Anyway, let's go to the game. King c2. Why not c5 immediately? I'm wondering here. It's a typical way of playing such kind of positions.
Can I play c6? No.
c6,
No,
maybe
no,
takes,
no.
takes, d takes c6, he takes d6. I don't
How
know.
about bishop h6?
Maybe this is the reason why he didn't want to play.
Because he's just getting some
bishop
fresh
a6.
air. after
But
exchange.
still maybe takes c6, and now this bishop on a8
Dead.
is totally dead. Maybe this position now winning for white, because black is playing with a piece now, almost.
He's almost lost.
Yes, he's almost lost. Okay, so maybe this c5 was a good idea. Anyway, he decided to play king c2, but now bishop a6, right on time. No time. Okay,
You missed
bishop
the
a6.
c5
Yeah,
probably.
now you missed the c5. You're right. When the time comes, you have to play what you have to play. You know, you postpone it, then your opponent takes the measure to prevent it, which is now this is the case. Black doesn't allow white to play c5. He's first exchanging this bishop, the black bishop. He's bad black bishop actually on g7, and later on he is putting his piece, which is very bad actually, on b7 to a6.
Want to play?
Now he's getting rid of all his bad pieces. So white played in very actually inaccurately when he played king c2
He
here.
played what? He didn't want to exchange the bishops and play something like rook b3, no.
He exchanged on h6, I think.
And played rook b3.
Takes.
Now his plans revealed. Rook b3, rook a3.
Takes.
Rook
something
b3.
else. Rook b3. And black played something else. Knight d7.
7, rook a3.
Rook a3.
Pawn is lost.
Uh-huh.
It makes sense for white. You know, actually king c2 is now understood. It is not that
He
bad.
wanted to take this pawn. After knight c5, rook takes here, maybe rook.
Logical for him.
Yes. Yes, of course.
And black played something like knight b6.
Knight b6, so he's still attacking the c4 pawn, huh?
King c3, let's say.
Knight
And a4.
b6
King c3.
and a4. So there's no problem. Still, he didn't lose the pawn.
He may continue like rook b1.
Yeah, but I don't know what's the problem here.
So
Maybe still some
rook
problems,
b4,
yes.
bishop d1.
Maybe.
Rook b4.
Rook e, queen e, and this kind of game. Okay, still white has the chances to win this a4 pawn.
So black will try rook d to
Yes.
g8,
Yes.
like a knight h3, and this is defendable.
What looks very maybe king. Let's say this move.
Rook b4.
What do you play?
Rook b4.
Why do you need to?
Because c4 is
here
hanging. Okay, this is also
and to
possible.
make this maneuver here and then bishop d1.
Okay.
And let's say here.
No, what about rook b8? I want to play knight d5 check.
Yeah, but I will prevent rook b4 anyway.
Okay.
So this probably
Rook
let's go
e8.
here, knight here.
Bishop goes to
How
stop.
to play this? Bishop, let's say c8,
Bishop d1.
bishop d1,
And rook b4.
and then rook b4. But we will have some kind of, I will not be able to play with the
Rook for a while.
bishop here for a while. Maybe some compensation. Let's say this move, rook b4, and time he just protects. So we
So
cannot
bishop
do this.
c2,
We continue.
knight d1, knight b2. Fight.
But even though I will just double the rooks on the A line, I will protect it with all my forces, and you will still not be able to take it. Okay, we will see. But I think black will be able to protect this pawn. After knight b6, he will be able to protect it, looks like. So we go to the second board of this match. Petkov, Momchil Petkov, FIDE master from Bulgaria, was playing Kuyat Sot Itgeld. Okay. Kuyat Sot Itgeld versus Petkov. Is the opening, is this Slav defense?
Mainline Slav b3.
Okay, bishop b4, bishop d2, bishop d6, b6, transfer.
Maneuvering again. So I think black just equalized after c5. Quite comfortably.
Takes everything.
Play knight f6.
Knight f6.
I think this is just equal after black plays a5, e5. Maybe black is a little bit better.
You like black's position?
Actually, they played a couple of more moves. After knight f6, what they did play, rook a to d1. Yes, rook a to d1, rook a to d8. A to c to d8. Just exchange everything, and knight maybe probably powerful than the other
Bishop
counterpart.
versus
Yes.
Bishop and queen is not so nice combination together with the queen. You have knight and queen usually is the best combination. So, but still, white has the 3 versus 2 on the queen side.
But I can
Pawn
freeze
majority. If you can play a5, of course, maybe you will have to stop. You can stop, and you will have a good position if you can stop this majority. We'll see about this game as well. So we will go to the third board now. Mongolia FIDE master Sok Oshir Tengiz is playing versus Gergana Peycheva. Interesting position.
Knight takes
Knight-
a4,
knight f4.
actually a tactical shot.
Knight takes a4.
Each.
Let's see. Bishop g3. Okay, some type of Catalan with a c4. Knight e5, f4. Interesting.
Early. I think
G4. Very
early.
interesting. G4. What's going on here?
Knight d4 and f6 is
Knight
just
d2, f6. Okay. Takes knight e4. And this looks very dubious. Of course,
F6.
this takes and f6. Knight g4. What's going on here?
she took a piece and played knight g4. She's given the piece back, but white has
I
the
don't
superior
understand.
pawn chain.
Yes. She made some actually curious moves. I don't understand.
But
some.
now white is making that curious move.
Yeah, now white started to play some.
Knight f4,
Yeah,
such a
knight
good move.
f4 is a very good move. It looks like. If let's say e4, e3,
Queen.
attacking this rook, and also in case of
Queen e1,
Queen e1.
c5,
c5. But what about d5?
ed,
ed.
king h1. Maybe but d4.
King h1, d4, and what?
I'm a
take
piece
on?
down, but I am two more.
Yes, two more pawns. You're right. This looks very bad. So she calculated very well this knight f4 line. So Gergana Pecheva, actually she is calculating very well the tactical lines. Maybe she made some inaccuracies in the opening, but afterwards she decided to play a tactical line after this white has played some, bad moves with this bishop b2, for example. Doesn't look like a nice move.
Probably bishop
Should
d2
be
is
bishop
better.
d2 much better, of course, than bishop b2. And now rook b1, also very passive move. All these passive moves gave Gergana Pecheva the chance to play her game, and now I think white is in trouble.
I just still thinking.
Yeah, I think he is in trouble. So we move to the last board of this match. Lachezar Kolev from Bulgaria is playing versus Burma Armin Erdene.
So far we have another result. Montenegro is 0 and China is 2. China
already.
Already on board 3 and 4.
Montenegro versus China. China is already 2-0 leading. So let's go to this match.
This is my
Last board, knight e2. Okay, knight e2 usually has the idea of diverting this opening from Sicilian to some type of English opening setup. Maroczy English type of setup. So that's why he plays knight e2 in the first place. Now look at this game. Now Maroczy type of position arises. Castles, a6, bishop d7, f3, and then
b3.
knight e5.
You know, king h8 is very typical. Rook to g5.
Yes, g5.
Can he take over g5?
Maybe knight takes e4. I don't know what's going on here. Bishop e7, knight takes d2, bishop takes d8. Yes, what's going on here?
Maybe rook g5, queen g5, and knight takes e4.
But you're losing one exchange. I just go back.
What happens after bishop g5?
He played e4, g4. Why he didn't take? I don't understand. Let's see again. Bishop takes g5.
Knight d4, bishop e7, knight d2, bishop d8.
Is knight f3 possible? No, knight takes f3.
How about getting the queen like rook g5, knight e4, queen e3? There is also nothing happening. You can actually take. I think
maybe
there's no knight f3.
there's no knight f3.
Knight f3, knight f3, bishop f3.
Losing a piece, losing a piece. Okay, so there's no, knight e4. There's no rook takes g5. Also looks strange. I don't like
Maybe
it. Okay.
he may play rook g6 and double the rooks and go for
very
the
sound
g5.
idea. Is a very sound idea. Sacrificing like this, huh? I don't understand.
Because normally you play g5 when the bishop is not on e3.
Yeah, but
That's why.
Yes, true. It's not, this is not right. It doesn't seem right to me. Okay, anyway, he decided not to take on g5. He played g4, h6, no, and then knight h7, knight
G8, knight f4.
yes, knight g4, g6, all this stuff. Now black looks okay.
More than okay, I think.
After this bluff, let's say, of sacrificing a g5 pawn, he looks okay, black. Maybe we go to another match. Which match we go?
Maybe before going a game, we may take a short break and continue afterwards.
Okay, we have a short break now. Dear chess friends, we are back again, and in our studio we have a guest from Turkish turquoise team, Ediz Gürel. He played on the last board of Turkish turquoise team, and he has beaten woman girl player Ravlusevic.
Yes.
Ediz, welcome to our studio. Today you won easily. You say very easily. Okay, let's see your game quickly. Okay.
Okay.
You can show us your game. Sicilian defense with Taimanov.
Yes.
You prepared this night before?
Yes, and I'm playing with black Taimanov.
Ah, also you are playing black yourself with Taimanov system with black. Okay, perfect. So you know it very well.
Yes.
Okay, bishop b4. Did you know this bishop b4? It's early.
No,
I didn't know neither. It's strange looking.
I know b5, queen c7, knight
but
c6.
not at this move order, yes?
Yes.
It's strange move, yes, okay. Bishop d2. g3. Normally you play g3 line.
Yes.
Okay.
I play everywhere g3.
Always g3, okay. Bishop b7. Knight takes c6. And knight d5. Oh, very nice move. Very tactical idea. Okay.
The black squares are very bent. And I think I'll take the bishop and I can win.
Yes. Oh, all the black squares, as you say, are very weak. Now you are dominating all the black squares.
I'm trading b3 c4, so
yes.
she played e5.
Yes. She tries to defend the position, but you don't allow her.
Yes.
You play with all your energy. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, e5, very nice move.
I don't take the rook because it doesn't good.
Yeah, you don't need to take. You have already very good position. You don't want to give your g2 bishop.
And I want to mate she.
And you want to mate her. Okay. You are very cruel. Okay, so continue. You come with the rook as well. Okay, g5. Yes.
The king side is very weak.
Yes. Takes. Yes. Oh, no. It's getting totally lost. Yes.
Yes.
Takes. And now rook f3 is the threat. Yes.
Yes. And she played g4 because of that.
Yes.
Rook
and now
e4.
rook e4. One rook goes, but the other rook comes.
Yes.
Okay. e5.
Rook
Oh. And rook d6.
Queen f5. Queen d5.
Yes.
Queen g7. Rook e5.
And
I think she will be mates in 4 or 5.
yes. Check.
And
She
it's
resigned
finished.
here. She resigned. Perfect play. It is you just dominated the position, and she made some actually mistakes at the opening, especially this bishop b4 move. Yes.
Yes.
After knight d5, the position collapsed totally. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck tomorrow to you. Now we give a short break. Dear chess friends, now we start immediately with the match between Azerbaijan and Ukraine, one of the most important matches of the day, because Azerbaijan is leading with 2 points. Now Ukraine has to win in order to catch Azerbaijan. Let's see, one game ended in a draw. Which board is
second board? Aydın Süleymanlı vs Vladislav Larkin.
Okay, Süleymanlı Larkin game ended in a draw, so the rest of the 3 boards are still playing. We are start with the first board, Muhammed Muratlı versus Platon Galperin. Okay, this is the position, the last position.
Queen H5.
Okay, Queen takes B2 and Queen G4 is the last move, and Black played something.
Did he play something? Rook goes to C8.
Ismail, can we see the clocks as well? We don't see the clocks.
He played rook to C1. Yes, he played
He's
rook.
playing very fast.
He played rook to C1.
Rook C1.
Bishop F5. No. Take. Or rook C1, King G1. No.
Rook C5 or Rook C1 now. Takes and
No, he didn't take. Actually, black took on F1.
he played Rook F5, I think. Queen F5. No, wait a minute. Rook C1.
Queen F5.
Queen F5 takes. This is the position.
No, he didn't. He now took and Queen C1.
Queen C1 again. And King somewhere.
King G2
most probably. What's going on here?
Those are common lately.
Okay, this is the position also he's thinking to play to King G2 or King G1, but looks totally lost position.
I think so.
For Azerbaijan, this position looks lost.
But
how did they play this opening? Actually, Muratlı.
We were checking.
We were checking. We said this is not the. I mean, you had Black always won this position, so Black played very well this opening actually. This he takes Bishop D6.
Queen E6, Queen C5.
Maybe here.
B5.
Knight B2.
C6.
This looks dubious. Weakening the position. And sacrificing.
He sacrificed
the exchange. Bishop takes G6, Rook C6.
Great move.
What's going
Great move.
Why?
Because also B2 is hanging. Rook takes G6 was the threat. Great move.
This is an intermediate move. How he found a very nice move actually.
He cannot play F5 either.
Yes, now he found a very good move. This Galperin is a very strong player, looks like. And now
he played takes and King G2, Queen C1, King G2. Yes, rook F1, Rook F1, Rook F1.
Yes, okay, Rook F1.
Rook F1. Yeah.
Bishop F1, Queen
C1,
and King G2 has been played. Now Platon Galperin is thinking.
I think Queen to C8 just finishes the deal. Queen C8.
What about Rook C8?
Can't he play Bishop D3 and Queen H7 check?
Bishop
stuff
D3.
Like that.
This is not something.
Queen C8 just prevents everything.
Queen C8.
There's no place.
Why do you want? Maybe let's give maybe check first.
But have to prevent Bishop H3, Bishop D3. Sorry.
Queen C8. Okay, if he has to go somewhere.
D3, let's say.
F6,
but there's Queen F6, Queen E6.
Yes. So maybe Queen D3.
GF. Easily, because there is Queen G4
actually
check.
you're right. It's
Probably
totally winning.
Queen
C8 is a very nice move. He is thinking of what to play. He has, I don't know how many.
6 more minutes.
6 minutes, and Black has, I think, 40 seconds or something like that.
Black has 6 minutes actually.
Black has 6 minutes. Okay. What about White? White has some seconds.
I don't know.
Okay. Probably. Okay, we will see about this, but looks like Azerbaijan in trouble on the first board. Let's see the third board of Azerbaijan and Ukraine. On the third board, who was playing?
Ahmadzadeh versus
Ahmadzadeh.
Julian Malavani.
Ahmadzadeh Malavani. Okay,
Ahmadzadeh, is he winning? Because
looks
after
like he's
F6,
totally winning, yes.
Whose pass pawn are faster? A3, knight A3, knight
Ahmadzadeh
D6.
is
So
winning,
nice
yes.
C4 again. because
F6, how to,
He's
play this.
winning.
He's totally winning, yes. Let's play this. B6, he has to sacrifice on B6. Knight takes B6, king here, knight takes here, king takes here, knight
Nice,
takes,
fine,
and this
it's
is
done.
totally winning. Okay, there's nothing to look. So equalizes on the third board. First board maybe losing, but third board. So all depends on the last board. Vugar Manafov versus Danila Mosesov. Danila Mosesov with white pieces. Let's see what's going on. It's a complicated position.
I think black managed to hold the position.
Manafov versus Mosesov. 6 against 6. Okay, the pawns are equal. There is no material advantage for anyone. Okay, black is actually
Managed
okay.
to.
Looks okay, but maybe it's 2-2. It might be. This could be a draw. Also from the body language, he looks fine.
He seems to be comfortable.
Yes, he looks comfortable. Mosesov now is thinking he is going to play a move. The problem with white is that he cannot take on c4, because if he takes, d takes c4, and then he will have a pass pawn, black, and then it will be very difficult for white to hold the position, because this pawn, pass pawn, will be very dangerous for white. So white doesn't want to exchange on c4.
Probably Mosesov is checking for the idea of g4, but
also black, if he exchanges on e5, then knight moves and queen e8, queen g6.
Yes.
Black can make draw or maybe even win, because e6 also is hanging after queen e8 check. So this position looks like, in a way, both sides cannot take the pieces.
mutual Zugzwang.
Mutual Zugzwang, yes, nice actually expression. Mutual Zugzwang. Maybe some kind of queen move. I don't
Queen
know.
b7 like
Queen, maybe white to move actually. Maybe queen b3, let's say.
Okay.
I don't know for what I'm playing this queen b3.
Queen b3, probably queen
Maybe I
b7.
played with the bishop somewhere in order to play g4. Is it possible?
Because
Mesela
no.
bishop e4, e2 and g4.
The idea after g4, if black doesn't give a response, gf, ef, bishop d3, like that. Let's play a move with black, like queen b7.
But now I can play, maybe attack the d4. This is also another
Queen
problem.
d7. I guess this
now
is
you
queen,
have this.
queen
Okay, so
d7.
this is dangerous.
So you need to play like queen a7 to attack to d4.
So
Instead.
Manafov has still some problems.
But there's queen a7.
A or E?
a7.
A7.
A7.
Okay, you want to attack
On d4?
without leaving the 7th rank, your second rank. So okay, let's go. How to maybe? But now there's maybe queen
c6.
This is another problem,
Queen d4.
because
queen
now
a8.
if you take
Queen
here,
d4, queen a8.
also no, I can take here now,
How?
and now
dc4.
no, this is
still-
of course not.
Queen a8 simply because king h7 there is
Queen a8. So what? Knight g6. Huh? Yes, this is mate.
queen a7 and knight g6.
Yes, this is mate. Of course.
He can hold with knight f7,
Knight G6.
knight f7 he can hold with, but there's queen f8.
Knight f7 still.
No, knight f8, knight e6 simply.
What?
After knight f7, knight f8 check.
Knight f8. Yes.
Knight x6.
Yes. Sure, this is not working. So this is black has to be careful. This actually
Obviously.
dangerous position. Queen a7 is not working. Black cannot move with the queen. He played, I think, bishop somewhere.
Bishop e2.
Oh, bishop? No, he played bishop c2. Why bishop c2? I don't understand. What's the purpose?
Why do you put your bishop on pre like knight b6?
I don't understand this bishop.
Is this a draw offer? Type of, you know?
No, sorry, we don't see this board.
Okay.
I see the third board.
Okay.
Because
so he put his bishop onto e2. We have
he did play, yes, bishop e2.
And king h7.
Looks like a logical move.
It's an invitation.
Black has a problem. Look,
Black
he is
played
thinking.
King h7.
No, he's thinking to play now. What's going on? Maybe they made some other moves.
In chess went for there's king h7.
King h7, but maybe they played more moves because there's now I see knight d2 move. Maybe white did something else.
Maybe white played g4 and knight d2
or
makes
queen
sense.
Queen somewhere.
Why? You know? You need to play g4, but there's knight d2.
G4. He played knight d2, I think, but knight d2. Why did knight d2?
To prevent bishop d3 with knight e4, probably.
Knight e4, knight f6, but maybe g5 is coming. What's
G.
going on here? It's dangerous looking, no?
Actually, we have some results on board 1 of the game Belarus versus Greece. Denis Lazovic won against Dimitris Alexiakis, and now Belarus is leading for 1-0.
So this position we cannot see, but everyone is
Can
looking.
you receive the moves?
No, I cannot. King h7, but later on I don't have them any move.
They played some fast moves.
They play some moves, but as far as I saw, there is some knight d2 has been played, but I don't know what else. Okay, so this game also is a very key game, you know. If we see that the first board looks like losing, let's go back to the first board again. Maybe there is some change. Muratli Galperin.
No, he is
King
still
g2.
thinking about.
He's still thinking. No, he played something, but not this queen c8. He played something else.
No, he is doing.
He gave check on e4.
Queen c. Did he play stuff like
Okay.
g4? Okay.
Takes. Queen c1. Queen c.
Similar idea.
c6.
Makes
Takes
sense.
queen g6, queen d7, queen e4,
Makes
and
sense.
now king f2. Makes sense. Yes. Okay, maybe hg probably.
Probably his queen c6 was even better alternative with the same idea.
Now he's attacking this pawn.
Queen d6, rook e8.
Maybe rook e8 now.
He's almost lost.
Yes, it looks totally lost. Okay, so there's nothing to do here. He decided to take on e5. Looks like he's going to take on e5 here instead of g5.
Yes, because there's hg, queen f6 check. Queen f6 check.
Or rook e8 maybe to mate.
Even better, yes, rook e8
I'm
is
not
even
sure
better.
that, but maybe h7.
King
So
g7. No, what did they play?
He took on g5.
Simply, and he played queen e7.
Queen e7.
What is there? Queen f5 and d4. Yes, queen f5.
King
And
somewhere.
maybe rook c2 or d4. Both moves are
Rook
logical.
c8 also is possible. Rook
Both
c8.
moves are logical.
What to
Because
play?
there is no bishop d3, you know, there is no
So
perpetual
many
either.
moves, yes. So probably totally winning position. Okay, so we move to Armenia-Kazakhstan match because this match will decide in the last board. In the last board, let's check again. Maybe some change again. Mosesov, Danilo, Mosesov
Versus Lugar Manafov.
Okay, Manafov, Mosesov. We don't have the moves, unfortunately. The moves doesn't.
Do
come.
we have the camera view of that game, the fourth board?
Fourth board we
of
cannot
the
have.
Azerbaijan versus Ukraine?
No, we don't have.
We don't have it.
No, we don't have close angle. This okay. Let's go back to this.
Okay, let's stay in this board.
Let's stay in this board.
Garibian versus
Garibian,
Nogerbek.
Okay, Garibian, Nogerbek.
Garbi ends a pawn up and knight versus bishop ending.
Okay, this is the position we left off. Takes, knight d5 has been played. Bishop b5.
You know,
Decided to play bishop d5.
there's a bishop e5 similar with the game Rubinstein versus Schlechter.
Oh yeah.
He played some bishop b5 idea to prevent bishop d7. f3. Actually, it seems that there is no problem for black, but actually he misplayed here and let the king to go on c5.
What's going on here?
He misplayed here and let the king to go to on c5.
g3.
Good move. Okay, there's no need to take it right now. Slowly. White played really well. Bishop d1. Now the other stage begins. b4, knight d4, f4.
So Garibian, I think, is winning this.
Yes, after f4, I think the position is done because after knight e2.
What's going on? He played something else. Bishop d1.
Okay, he saw probably after f4 there's knight e2.
g5.
g5. But still f4 is possible.
If I play king c5.
Why? Had to
I want
protect
to play b5.
king d7, b5, king c7, b5.
In the end, I will
c7.
just go to the queen side. If I play for
King
example,
d6.
for example, this
Seriously.
takes and here.
Now f6 is
This
weak.
will just finish off the game. So it looks like winning for sports for Kazakhstan is winning on the first. Armenia is winning on the first board versus Kazakhstan. On the second board, Barsegyan. Let's see what's the position in Barsegyan
Versus Asubayeva.
Asaboyeva. This is also Asaboyeva is a pawn up, 2 pawns up, but some chances for black. I don't see what's going on here. 2 pawns up for Asaboyeva. Takes, check.
Actually, every pawn of whites is protected.
H4 I think is played.
Yes, king h4. Every white pawn is protected.
Yeah, the knight, queen, rook somewhere, and then f4, f5 is coming. I don't know what to do with actually with black. 2 pawns down in this position. He played something. What did he play? b5 or something. Yes, he pushed b5.
b5.
If I take on the b en passant,
ab.
AB. Now he wants to take on e5. Yes, maybe it's a good move.
How about a4? Yes.
And maybe also there is this after b5. There is knight a5.
a5.
This is also interesting.
Rook c7.
Rook c7.
c7. But there
And I
is
cannot
rook
protect.
g3. No, there is no rook g3.
Rook g3.
If you
So
take king
check,
e5,
some checks. If I check first.
rook king
How about the
g4.
c6 is hanging always? Yes.
You take king e5.
Wait a minute. Why I cannot protect like this?
There's rook f6 check.
If I take here now,
Okay, your rook goes. No, the rook f6 is not.
so I can protect it like this. Rook e3 is not possible because of
Knight
knight
f5
f5.
check.
Maybe she made a mistake with playing with rook king h4.
Maybe she needed to play king h6.
She took en passant.
e5 and
She
passant.
took en passant, and he took en passant. He took not en passant. He took normally.
What to play?
Yeah, what to play?
Is
Maybe
a4 possible?
a4. b4, knight takes b4, maybe, I don't know. Now it's getting difficult to win this position. Actually, we were not, thinking that it will be difficult, but I think now it's getting difficult. Arsegian actually found a very good move, and the position is getting difficult for white to win. Yes. Do you have any idea?
Maybe knight e3. No. White needs to find a way to exchange the knights, despite she gives a one pawn, because the rook ending with the f pawn may be winning. Because
okay, let's say I want to activate my rook. Rook f8,
b5,
b5,
knight a5.
I activate
Knight
my
a5.
knight. You play
Knight e7.
If you play knight e7,
But there's
I
f4.
have
No.
this takes
No.
check. No, king d5 is
There's
good.
knight g6 also. If you take knight c6, there's knight g6 check. Rook is hanging.
No, I don't take. It's not working. If this check and then king takes e5, so it's not working this line. I cannot find a good move here. So maybe if I play b5, maybe you have to find some other plan. Not knight a5. Knight somewhere.
Knight e3?
Yes.
No.
Knight somewhere else. But where? What about this check first?
Rook e8 check.
Rook king d7.
No, there's knight d6.
King d7. What knight d6?
Knight holds the rook on d6.
Yes. Okay, this is okay.
Check.
So it's working.
Okay.
This check is good.
But he can play rook e7.
Or
But the knight ending is
e7.
lost. Okay, knight e7. Knight a5. Why not? Knight a5 because king takes e.
King d5.
You play
No,
knight
I
a5.
can't play for.
Yes.
So probably it's okay.
Take and you
Check
play.
is good then. So maybe rook
f8.
f8 is a good move.
Why not to play it then?
What about b5 knight?
Rook e8 check.
Rook e8 check. Rook e7. Is this working?
Okay, we are going into the knighted game after we take knight e7.
Knight takes.
And knight goes to where?
You have to find a good way.
Knight a5 most
Why
probably.
knight a5?
Because I do not let you to activate your knight either.
Right, take here.
King g5. And I'm play f4.
Yes, but I will come. It doesn't look interesting.
If you play king d4,
Okay,
then
let's go this move.
king
for
d5,
example.
f4,
f4, c5.
bc, or king f6.
Or maybe f5.
Okay, f5 either. Yes, f5. Even better. What did she play?
She didn't play this move. She played something strange.
Like what? Rook g3. She played rook g3, and immediately Garibian gave a check.
Why she plays rook g3? I don't understand this. Rook g3, check.
Rook h7, king g4.
So b5.
Knight a5. But I didn't like the check, because there's f4.
And now he wants to play f4. Yeah, why she gives f? But check.
Check again? No. Not after b5, she played knight a5, b5, knight a5.
Knight a5.
No, not here. Not here.
Not first check.
First check again.
First check. King g4, b5,
b5,
knight
knight
a5.
a5. King takes e5.
Here.
Knight c6 from Bibi Sara.
c6. King e4. most
e4.
probably.
But there's f3.
Yes, maybe
F3
king
is
d6.
King d6, but there's knight e4.
No, he played king e4.
f3 check. You need to push f3
Why?
because f4 then follows.
What it follows?
f3 check, king e3 and f4 probably. Did you play
King
f3,
E4?
king e4?
No, you have problems. I will give check.
No, f4, king e3.
I don't like this f3 check.
So she actually played it.
Yeah, she played it, but I don't like it. I think it's a mistake. Maybe she has to play king f5 now.
King f5.
Yeah,
So
maybe
king
she has
E5.
to activate the king. You know, the king and rook, they are blocking themselves. You know, so you have to activate your king. Now, maybe
So
this is a good move now.
Rook f7 is not possible. There is king to e6.
King e6, yes. King f5 is a good move now. But maybe king f2.
Okay, I will give one pawn and try to take b5.
Yes, this is
She played
king
what?
f5.
King f5.
Now you have to play with your rook somewhere. Maybe
Rook. No,
this
rook.
is dangerous. Okay, rook somewhere here. Oh, this is also dangerous.
No, this is not
Where to
dangerous
go this?
because we will play king e5.
What?
This is not dangerous, I think.
Which one is not
Rook
dangerous?
g6.
This looks dangerous
Mhm.
because I can play here.
But I will play king e5.
I take king
King e5. King e5.
e5. Okay,
Mhm,
okay,
now-
this is okay now.
Now there's f4.
So maybe this
Mhm.
rook g6 takes here. Let's say takes. If takes, and then
King
give
e-
check, and then take on b5.
But there
so
is
it's-
knight e7 check.
there is knight e7
King
check.
e5 first. King
Maybe
e5.
king e5 first, and
Rook
then
h5 maybe, but there's king d6.
rook h5.
But there's king d6. King is
King d6.
too close.
I want to take
Knight
b5.
d5. You play king e3.
Knight c3. Let's say knight
Mhm.
c3. Not so easy. Still some chances to draw this. He's protecting. Yes, it's not easy at all. King f5. Did he play something? King f5. I am thinking king f2, my only chance.
And rook g6 and king
Rook
d6.
somewhere, but only probably this is the only move. Yes.
But we have
What
some
about rook g5? Also, this is interesting. Look, rook
Mhm.
g5, attacking the
king
knight.
f3
This is also
and knight
interesting.
d4. Now
Yes.
knight d4 is possible.
King f3, yes, knight,
Knight
d4 now
d4.
is possible.
Mhm.
Maybe king rook g5 is the best move here.
It makes sense. After rook c6, there is king d5. Or not? He played knight f4 instead of
Knight
king
d4,
f2.
maybe better idea. Better idea. King f5, knight f4.
Knight f4.
It's a better idea. Now he wants to play what?
Rook h5 maybe.
Rook h5. Rook h5, rook h6. But rook h5, rook g5. She's going to play something.
Probably knight d5. She's going to play knight e5, I guess. To halt the pawn simply and play rook to g5 against rook h5 check. Probably knight
Also
e5.
rook g8. Why not rook g8?
King takes f3 and knight e5
Maybe
check.
rook g8, rook h5 check.
Also possible.
Yes.
So maybe knight e5 is just centralizing the knight.
Knight e5. But I am not attacking anything.
Okay, I'm holding
But
f3.
you are holding f3.
Mhm.
Yes, possible. Yeah, most probably it's a good move. Okay, looks like white will win this, but with a careful play. Let's
lots
move
of
to the third board. Tigran Sargsyan versus Arslan Isanzulov. I don't know what's going on here. We didn't check it for a long time. Okay, this is the last position. F5 has been played. Some moves back. Rook F1. Rook E8. Isanzulov looks like
Slightly better for black because
maybe it's totally equal. No, why black is better.
e3 pawn is weak and but
Bishop
there's
D4.
bishop.
Bishop D4 is totally protecting.
But there's e4
And knight
square
F4 is coming.
on our behalf.
Bishop D4, knight C3. I don't see problem here.
What did they play? Isanzulov played rook c8 or
There is a
something.
bishop on D4.
Mm-hmm.
I can see. And rook on c8. There's
Bishop
no
on d4.
rook c8, bishop d4. And he played something else. Where did he put bishop d4? Rook c8, bishop d4. Wait a minute. Rook f1.
Yes, rook c8 to rook d1, like rook
e8,
e8, rook d1,
rook d1,
rook c8, rook f1,
again
rook
f1.
c4, bishop d4.
Rook c4, bishop d4, and now he played bishop c3, I think. From here I can see bishop c3 and queen a4. What's going on here? Bishop c3, queen a4. Queen c4, white played what?
We can't see from there.
Rook somewhere, no? Rook f3, I think.
And he played knight f4. Yes, rook f3, rook
Queen
f3.
a4.
And knight f4. White played knight f4.
But this is wrong. Losing a pawn, what's going on? No, rook goes back to c8, I think. The rook goes back to c8, okay. Bishop's this move. Rook f3, rook goes back to c8.
But we are
don't see the
moved
moves.
down. Yes.
Yeah,
Can you receive the moves that we may land on the recent
Bishop
position?
d4, yes. Bishop d4 has been played. And now, I don't know.
It seems there is nothing in
Rook
this
c8
position.
maybe.
Mhm.
And now rook f3, something like
Queen a4, yes, rook f3, queen f4,
Queen a4, knight
knight
f4.
f4. But we see a queen over b3.
How it happens? Bishop on c3 then.
Maybe bishop c3, but there's still white's move. Black played something. You know, we cannot take the moves right now.
Yeah, anyway, bishop c3, bishop d4. There is no problem here, I think, for
White.
white or black. He holds the position. Okay, let's go to the last board. Yes, Albert Gevorkian versus Nuzerke Nurgali.
Actually, we have some results more. Uzbekistan is now leading against Colombia by 1-0, and there is 1.5 versus half.
Which
The second board drew. Jawahir Sindarov drew against Cardoso,
yes,
and on the third board, Ali Kasimov won against Miguel Angel Soto.
yes. What about first board?
They are still playing first and fourth board. Also, Belarus is leading against Greece by 2-1. The board 2 and 3 drew.
Okay.
And there's
Last board is playing.
we have more. Bulgaria is leading against Mongolia by 2-0.
United States versus Israel.
Israel is leading 2 versus 1.
Okay. What about Turkey, White, India?
India won against Turkey white, like 2.5 versus 1.5.
It's already finished. What about Canada versus Russia?
Russia won against Canada 3.5 versus half.
Okay, Russia is back. How many points do they have?
8.
So they will
After
have
that,
10
10.
points. Okay, they will probably have no chance to become first, but maybe they will play for the
So
first 5 places.
we are now checking the last board of the Kazakhstan versus Armenia chess game, and Nurgali is playing against Albert Gevorkian, and he played King F4.
E3 is coming, so it's dangerous. Maybe he will sacrifice something.
The rook, let's say.
Yes, the rook. Rook will sacrifice the rook.
Because probably black will play rook takes b5 at some moment and push the pawns. Black will play rook takes.
Gevorkian is in trouble. He
No,
he plays-
Nurgali is in trouble. Black is
He
just
played something. What's going on? He played knight c8 or something.
there's a bishop on.
I think he pushed a6,
Mm-hmm.
and now he played knight c8. Very interesting. This knight c8 actually looks very passive move. I don't like this move.
Did they
Why can if I play
h5? Yes.
h5, yes.
Why not? King g5.
G3.
Knight c8.
Let's say h5.
h5.
King g3. And now what?
Rook f1.
Rook f1.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yes.
maybe why not here?
Because he, after e3, you know, e2. You sacrifice the bishop.
Yes.
Okay, h6.
h6.
Rook takes b5. Let's say.
Takes b5.
King takes b5 and e2.
e2. But I am also queening. You queen, I queen.
Probably off faster.
So what's going on here? This is losing for black, I think.
Obviously.
So
Interesting
it
position.
doesn't work.
Can Nurgali won another game and lead like 8 out of 8?
Really, it will be incredible result for her.
If she can achieve it.
What's the perfect percentage of this? How many elo points is gaining?
98.
98 elo points.
Mm-hmm.
She is already 24, 94. She will be almost 2300.
Almost.
Yes, almost 2300. So it's incredible result for Nurgali. Another, strong player from Kazakhstan is coming after Bibisara Asaboyeva, Nazarke Nurgali. So Kazakhstan, girls actually they are coming. They are coming to the world elite players. To play against all of the world elite players. They are very strong players. Here among the men, boys, she has 7 out of 7 now. If she beats Gevorkian, she will be 8 out of 8, an incredible result.
Indeed.
Now she's thinking, let's see what she's going to play. This is a difficult position actually to play with, especially if you are in time trouble after knight c8. She looks very quiet. Can you see her face? Look, very quiet. A difficult position, and she's calculating very quietly.
They play something
She
like
played something, but I don't see.
h5 probably.
H5 she didn't play. Maybe she made some mistake. Bishop f1 she played. I don't know why. Bishop f1 she played, and I think knight a7 has been played.
b4, let's say.
b4 or h5. Let's see b4. Okay.
b4. Yes.
Okay,
She played b4.
b4. Knight a7 and b4. Okay, interesting position actually. If I play king g3, I can win this h4 pawn. Maybe now it's not so easy to
Rook
play.
b2.
Rook b2. If I would take this pawn,
b5.
b5 and b6. Yes. Yeah.
Knight c8.
maybe.
No, it is not over. Knight c8.
Let's see. Whatever b6. No.
Take. e2, a7, e2. Yes. Draw. b6.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
you found the immediately draw. Okay, so let's see if it's draw. I changed my mind.
I didn't understand.
Erkin computer is found draw. He calculated with a deep, understanding with 35.
I also have gestures like draw.
Yes.
But actually the line is leading to a draw after king h4.
Maybe king h4 is a necessary move, because now h5, h6 also is very dangerous for black. Maybe I think she made a mistake here, bishop f1. Why she needed to play bishop f1, I don't understand. She's afraid of the sacrifice, rook takes b5. If h5, maybe this is also possible, no? Let's see this in this position, knight c8,
h5.
h5, Maybe she is afraid of this. Takes, and e3.
E5.
What do you
E3.
play?
Probably.
Yes,
Probably.
this is the problem. You go somewhere and e2,
She was correct.
and
Probably.
f2, and then queen, and then she's losing. So she found the best move, you know, here.
Bishop
Bishop
F1.
f1. We made actually wrong analysis. So bishop f1 is the right move.
Knight A7,
Knight
B4,
a7, b4. Now he played something e3, I think.
E3 right now.
No, rook on e8. I don't understand this. What's going on here?
Okay, rook E8 aims to play
Bishop f1. Knight
Knight
a7,
A7, B4,
b4.
rook E8. No, there's no such.
Rook e8. Okay, rook e8.
Aims
And
to
and now
E2,
what?
E3,
Rook. She played rook. Rook a2,
E3,
e3,
B5,
b3.
B5.
She played b5.
She's thinking probably.
She didn't play b5.
B5, but
Now
there's rook.
it's getting very dangerous now.
How about king B6?
King b6, knight c8.
King C7.
I think this is losing tempo.
But this is the only move because
Why not b5 now? I don't understand.
because there is rook E5
Let's
check.
see.
Rook E5 check.
Rook e5.
And now she can take.
Rook e5. You're right.
So probably after
Maybe you cannot take. Why? How do you take? I also push a7.
knight takes B5 check.
I take and I play
Okay.
a7.
I take also.
What is this?
So who will have the queen like F2? No,
This is
F2,
losing.
yes,
A-
F2.
A queen. And give check here.
Rook F5.
What?
Rook F5.
Maybe
F2,
there's some,
yes.
This check, many checks. You will lose this.
I don't know.
You will lose this.
I
I
don't
have
know.
rook and queen and this.
But my pieces are just.
I don't like this.
She played what? King B6.
I don't like this king b6 move. It looks slow to me.
Or B5. Probably King B6.
King b6.
Instead
is-
of
here she
B5.
played king b6. I think
instead of
this,
B5.
this is a lose. I mean slow move. Instead of b5,
King B6.
king b6 and what? He played e2, bishop takes, and rook takes e2. Very cleverly played. Very cleverly played. Now I think she is losing. Yes, she is losing. I think.
How about Rook A4? Or she played Rook A1.
Rook a1, f2. Now this is forced.
No, he played Rook E7.
What?
Rook E7.
What? Rook e7.
A solid move. You know, because you cannot
Rook
prevent.
e7.
Yes, you cannot prevent the pawn going. Actually, black
She
played.
made this king b6 a mistake. Very slow move. So we're thinking about how to win this position, but black played it very well. But Nurgali, she couldn't actually calculate well in this position. Now I think she is losing.
You know, the competition for the rivalry is getting interesting because Kazakhstan had 11 points so far.
But
and
maybe still some chances. Why not, for example, king c5 here? What's wrong here with king c5? She did something, but I don't see.
King C5.
No, b5 I think she played. King
E7, B5.
Rook e7, b5. I don't like this move either.
He played F2.
And now rook f1.
King F3.
But the problem with this b5, I cannot play here because e5.
Rook E5
rook
check.
e5 check. I don't understand this b5 move at all. It's a mistake.
Definitely.
Now let's see this move. King f3 for example.
H5, only move.
h5.
King E2. Now he's playing something like Rook
He gave
E5.
check. Yeah, she made a mistake. King c5. She plays all the bad moves. Look, king c5. I gave check. She doesn't see anything. Now
Probably
she's totally lost.
disappointed
Totally lost.
since the events were looking well for white
she
and turned out.
She made mistake
By
after
mistake.
Yes. Every move she made, it was a mistake.
So far,
So Nurgali is, I think, losing here. She ends her winning streak by losing with such kind of probably minimum draw position. Yeah.
she threw away it anyway. After this, more interestingly, Kazakhstan had 11 points so far, and Armenia had 10. If Armenia will win, Armenia will get 12 points. Azerbaijan has just eliminated a rival again, because Kazakhstan, if they win, they will also get to 13.
Let's go to Colombia versus Uzbekistan.
Actually, Azerbaijan
has won.
Azerbaijan and Ukraine ended
What's the score?
2-2.
Really?
Uh-huh.
How it ended? Bulgar Manafov, they made draw. And the first board is draw, yes?
Ahmadzadeh won. Actually, Ahmadzadeh had quite a nice checkmate.
Ahmadzadeh won, and the others are drawn, yes?
Ahmadzadeh checkmated his opponent.
Really? We didn't see this. Let's see.
Can you show the
Let's
last
see this. Muratli Galperin. No, Galperin won.
Galperin also checkmated.
The last board won. And
The last board draw. Last board draw.
The last board, what draw?
Manafov draw.
What do you mean Manafov draw? Ahmadzadeh won, Galperin lost. And the last two boards, the second board and the last board draw. Ahmadzadeh won, yes. Ahmadzadeh this game.
Let's show this ending, he played really well.
What's going on here? I don't understand. What's this position? What was this position?
We had the ending, not the night ending, yes. We
didn't see this.
No, we had the night ending.
We're checking this, yes.
We were checking the night ending.
Yes.
Yes, this ending.
F6, we were saying it was winning, yes?
And how he won is really well.
Okay, so probably it's very obvious that he made it. Okay. So this is the ending, and Manafov Mosesov is also draw. So 2-2, Azerbaijan is still leading with 1 point. Because Uzbekistan now is 1 versus Colombia, because first board 1 and the last board Madaminov. What's going on there? Is it finished?
No, they're still playing a rook ending. Madaminov is 2 pawns down.
Angel, Madaminov. Madaminov is 2 pawns down versus Alvarez Angel, but it doesn't matter the result because they already have 2.5 points. Yes, against Colombia. Uzbekistan probably will win 2.5 and 1.5 if it's losing. Not for sure it's losing, because how to win this, not for sure. Let's say this move, king somewhere, and how to, if I go here for example, or maybe here, let's say, and now what?
Probably c7 will also fall after rook c4. Rook c4 is the threat.
Rook c4. If I go here,
rook c4.
Let's go here, but you'll of course play maybe here, or b6 maybe first takes.
Yes, and
rook here.
You play b5.
Should be winning, because then I come with the king. Should be winning.
Should be winning.
Yeah, I think this is winning for white. So Uzbekistan is winning 2.5 against 1.5. And Belarus, Greece, what about the last board?
They also drew.
They also saw Belarus has beaten Greece 2.5 against 1.5. Mongolia, Bulgaria
2-2.
Really? The last other boards they lost?
Yes.
So it was 2-0, so it became 2-2. Interesting. Mongolia is back again, and then Montenegro, China.
China won 3.5 versus half.
A very good result for China. United States versus Israel.
1.5 versus 2.5. Israel won.
Israel won. Okay. Turkey white lost. Russia won. And what about other teams? The rest of the teams.
We have like Moldova versus Turkey, right? On the second page, I don't know. Or
Moldova, what happened?
Turkey red won 2.5 versus 1.5.
Okay.
And
So-
Czech Republic versus Serbia. Serbia won against Czech Republic 2.5, 1.5.
So Armenia versus Kazakhstan is probably this is the last match. Yes, they are still playing the most important match. Armenia Kazakhstan. So if Armenia wins this,
They will be-
Kazakhstan is 11. Yes, it will. They will work for actually for
Azerbaijan.
because it's 11 points. Ukraine.
Had also 11 points.
Ukraine also 11 points, but they will be 12, and now Azerbaijan is 14, but Armenia, if they win, will be 12, and Kazakhstan will be 11. Yes. So Armenia Kazakhstan is very important now match. We will have to concentrate on this.
Actually, every game is continuing, you know?
Yes, in this match, yes.
Huh?
Everyone is watching this actually, as you can see on the screen. Everyone is watching this match, especially the match between Mosesov and Manafo. Not Mosesov, Manafo, sorry. What was the match we are speaking about? Garibyan Nogerbek. Okay, let's see this game.
Yes.
This is probably winning for Garibyan.
This ending is the same with the Malovania ending yesterday, you know?
Okay,
He had
he's
also 2 points
trying
up.
to win this position. I think he is losing because I think this is now it's Zugzwang.
Yes.
He cannot play anything. King F5 is coming. Bishop D3 is coming. Looks totally losing. Okay, this is losing for black. So Garibyan on the first board is winning.
Yes.
And on the last board they are winning. So 2-0 they are winning.
But
So let's see what.
Bibisara is winning, and Isanjulov also got the advantage as well.
Okay, Bibisara. Let's check Bibisara Asaboya versus Barsegyan. Okay, this is the position. Check here, King A5, and now yes, this is totally winning. Here,
Knight D4 is also
Rook A6, Rook B6, or Rook B6, B8, Rook takes B5 is the threat. There is no,
what did he play? Rook H7?
what?
Yes, he played Rook
Rook
H7.
H7. So what's the point? If I take, it's totally lost. King on C4. No, he played King C4 first, and now White played Rook C8. Now this move. Yes.
Yes.
But now I give check.
Knight A7
I give
check.
check, and somewhere in a take here. It's now totally lost position. Yeah, Bibisara. What he did? She gave check on
A7.
A7. Okay. Okay. So Bibisara is winning. Let's check Sarkisyan Isanzulov match game between Sarkisyan and Isanzulov. This is also what's going on here. So many pieces. Sarkisyan Isanzulov. Oh, Isanzulov with 2 bishops, I think, is dominating this position. Looks like dominating the position. Maybe it will be 2-2.
Probably Isanjulov
Yeah,
played.
the last board finished, as we can see.
Isanjulov played
Black
what?
one. Sorry, black.
Black one.
Yes, black one. Yes, and now
Actually,
So,
Isanjulov has the advantage, but
Rook C1. I don't know what they played. They exchanged rooks. Why is
yes.
playing so fast? They don't take 30 seconds.
Yes, but
Knight D3, Bishop D6. They play something like this. Takes.
why exchange?
Takes.
You know?
I think takes. And
HG,
takes.
you know.
They play this kind of moves, and now I don't know what he played.
G6 or something. No.
He played G6. Yes, he played g6, knight d3, bishop d6.
So
This
after
is the position.
fg, bishop g.
fg, bishop takes g6. This is actually, he wanted to activate his bishop. It's a good move, g6.
Take.
fg, bishop g6. Now activates the bishop.
Knight
and
f4.
If knight, what? Knight f4.
Bishop
So
f7.
you have some tactical, maybe bishop e4. Not f7.
Also.
I don't want to put the bishop on
So
the
you want to
passive
play
square.
king g5.
Yes, I want to play king g5 and then bishop c2, which is totally winning.
Exactly.
Yeah, it looks like this should be winning for black. But of course, he has to be careful. He's checking the other board, the second board. Ismail, can we go to the second board? What's going on? Is there any changes on the second board? Who is playing in the second board? Who is playing on the second board?
Who is playing on the second board?
Asaboyeva.
Versus Barzegyan.
Still playing. He didn't resign.
No, I guess. But we cannot receive. Okay, this is the position. And he's still playing.
Where is the rook?
Rook h1.
Rook on b4.
Oh.
I didn't see the
Rook h8. Rook h8.
Well, he's still playing. I don't understand why he's still playing this.
b5.
Knight c4 or
No,
something.
rook h8 and b5.
Yeah, but this is. I don't understand why he's still playing. Even without the knight, it's lost. You know. Even without
Yes.
the knight.
Even without the knight.
So this is not something that you have to play. Maybe because it's a team competition, so they don't resign. You know. So this is the important match, a game that we have to consider, because this will decide the score of this match between Armenia and Kazakhstan. And if this match between Armenia and Kazakhstan ends in a draw, then the points will be like this. Azerbaijan will have 14 points, Ukraine 12, Armenia 11, and Kazakhstan 12. So it will be like Uzbekistan if they win, and they will be 13.
They won.
So they won. So Uzbekistan still have chances to become champions, because they will, I don't know with whom they will play, but they will be 1 point away from the first place. So only 1 point difference. So if, for example, Azerbaijan makes draw in the last round, if Uzbekistan wins, they will share the lead. It will look at the average points of these two teams. And if they lose, for example, Azerbaijan in the last round, Uzbekistan wins, Uzbekistan will become champion again, like last year. So still, last, round will be decisive to decide the first place. Okay, we are waiting for this game to develop. Bishop g6, and still no move.
Probably
Can we make a zoom, Ismail,
king
on the
e2
third board?
is the other alternative. King e2 is the other alternative, but there is bishop takes d3.
King,
simply.
he played something like this.
King
They played
e2.
some moves, but we don't see. King. Yeah,
e2.
they played. Okay, we have the moves now. He played king e2, king e6, bishop c3.
You know why not bishop takes d3 instead of king e6?
Bishop d3.
Simply you take bishop d3 and play king g5. Why not?
Bishop d3.
Can't black win? Let's have the game. Bishop d3, king d3. Maybe he was afraid of e4.
Yes, he's afraid
he
of
probably
this move. Yes. If d4, now king c4. Takes king d5. What's going on here?
Not king d5 because there is d3
So
bishop.
what do you play here? What do you mean king d4? What?
There,
I don't understand this. d4. Is he sacrificing here? Maybe sacrifice. Let's take.
but there are 2 pawns.
Only two pawns. Yes.
We take on g5
should be
G4
losing this.
should
I
be
don't know
losing.
why he doesn't. Actually, you're right. What is he afraid of after taking king G5? I don't understand this. D4 and D4.
Seems logical. Because otherwise king takes.
No, but I'm still thinking, look here. King C4 and king D5.
King D5 is
Why
probably
not king
losing
D5?
because there is D3.
Why?
D3.
D3, okay, bishop C.
Bishop B4.
Bishop B4. If I go back,
I'll play like.
maybe you take.
No, simply
and,
D2.
and no, this is winning.
And this is also winning.
This is also winning.
Mhm.
So this is should be winning. Yes, actually, I don't understand at all this decision not to take on D3, King E2. He should have
Take on, play
calculated
King
this.
G5.
Now it's yes, much simpler way of winning actually this game. Now he played King E6, Bishop C3, and now what? After Bishop C3,
We cannot.
okay, we say we can see.
We
maybe-
try the other view,
Yes,
but this is not too helpful anyway.
there is some knight move probably somewhere. Knight on H1. Maybe
Knight-
knight F2.
He realized-
He
he
realized he will lose this. He
Knight
decided
F2.
not to give this knight. Knight H1, knight G3 maneuver he wanted to play. Bishop C3, but black played something like
Maybe
Bishop
like
E7. No, Bishop E7 not playing.
King F6 again. You know, now he
No,
realizes.
what he played? Not King F6, something like. I don't see the moves. Maybe Bishop E4, knight F2. What do you think?
But
Yeah,
there's Bishop C2.
Bishop C2. Maybe he played this Bishop E4,
King D2.
King D2,
Knight F. No. Bishop.
Bishop
F3.
F3, knight F2.
King F6.
He didn't play King F6. He took a pawn. No, he collected the pawn. I think this pawn is fallen.
So you can't see the pawn, and the bishop pair is here.
Yeah, I think he's going to win this. He took with the bishop or something like this. Yeah, he's shaking his head. Sarkisyan is shaking his head. I think he understood that he is losing. Knight D1.
Bishop pair is too
Yeah, but
powerful.
he looks very unhappy. Yeah, I think he's losing. He looks very unhappy. D4 has been played now, and he is attacking. I don't see what he's attacking, but King B2. Where's the bishop? On
D3.
F5? On F5? He played some D4 move, but I don't understand this. And he cannot take the D4.
He is very upset.
The king on D2 and the bishop on G5, and he played D4.
Oh, the
He
pin.
will take, yes, he will take the pawn, but he's taking
Knight is on
first.
C4.
Not
like
he
that.
plays bishop G4, he will take the knight and he will take it on E3.
He will take
Yes,
take
yes.
2 pawns and a piece.
Yes. He played D4 because the king D on D2 and bishop on G5, yes?
This was like
This
that.
is the position, yeah. So this is the position. He will resign now. Yeah.
He resigned. Or
He looks very unhappy.
he played King D1.
Bishop C1 or something.
He played King E1
No, bishop C1.
or Bishop C1. Okay,
Yes.
Bishop C1.
Because he will take on D1 and king takes D1.
Okay,
Bishop
see-
takes
see-
E3
see-
and
see what
the
the-
ending is, king's ending is totally won by white. Okay, so probably this will end soon.
Mhm.
We have to sum up the standings. As far as I can see, Azerbaijan is still leading with 2 points difference.
Mhm.
No, sorry,
1 point
no,
difference.
sorry. This time 1 point difference because Uzbekistan has won, and now they approach Azerbaijan with 1 point. So difference, so 14 points for Azerbaijan and 13 points for Uzbekistan. First place Azerbaijan, second place Uzbekistan, and the third place are shared with between Ukraine and Kazakhstan. They both have 12 points.
Probably
maybe Belarus versus Greece, and Belarus also is 12. Yes, Belarus has beaten Greece, yes. So Belarus also 12 points. So 3 teams, they are sharing the third place.
Probably the pairing will be like
Azerbaijan
versus Armenia.
They didn't play.
They didn't play. I'm checking.
They didn't play.
They didn't play.
Azerbaijan versus
Armenia.
They played with Kazakhstan. Yes. They played with Ukraine.
They played with
Uzbekistan. And did they play with Belarus?
I'm checking it.
It's also possible to play.
Yes, they will also. They can also play with Belarus.
Belarus or Armenia. Yeah, one of the teams. But Armenia is only 11
but
points. Not Armenia 11 points.
Armenia will 11. Oh,
so they will play for Belarus.
They will play with Belarus.
Yes, they will play with Belarus, and because Armenia 11.
Armenia will play with the Uzbekistan probably.
Armenia is playing with Uzbekistan.
Or Ukraine versus
Ukraine. Did they play with Uzbekistan?
No. Ukraine versus Uzbekistan.
They didn't play.
They didn't play yet.
So Ukraine, Uzbekistan is a difficult match actually for Uzbekistan, and Belarus is probably much easier. Still difficult, of course,
still
but
difficult.
Easier than, of course, other teams. So Armenia was stronger, maybe, to play with a stronger team. Okay. I think
we are coming at the end.
Yes, this is totally lost, and they shook hands. So black won, but the Armenian player Sargsyan, actually he is still in shock. He couldn't actually recover from this loss. We can see from the body language he is still thinking how he lost this game. He cannot, leave his chair. As we can see, he's signing, I think.
He's signing.
Okay, he's signing.
They played like 2 notations.
Okay. So today's round actually has ended. Tomorrow is the last round. Everything will be decided tomorrow after the last round.
When is the tomorrow?
Tomorrow the last round starts at 10 o'clock in the morning, and because we have the ceremony and all the medals will be given and the cups, so it starts at 10 o'clock in the morning. The last round. See you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Good night, everyone.
Good night.